wonderful, black-hearted evil, brave-hearted hero. I am all I am, all I am. I am. Here we go, buddy, here we go, here we go, buddy, here we go. Go ahead, try to see through me. Do it if you dare. Dare. One step forward, two steps back. I'm here.
Back.
Do it. Do it. Oh! They're biting. Okay. They're into that stuff.
Biting? I can taste the day! Save the night! Save the night!
I'll be the one to carry on.
Do you dare to fight? Evil's might! Evil's might!
I'll be the last one standing in my
My eyes
are filled with curiosity.
You think
that you have power over me in this life? There's no room for you and me. So turn away our faces, stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, here we go. Yes! Yeah! No! I need to pause. Oh my god.
Worst part is it wasn't even gonna be over.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Nick, I think I'm gonna fucking lose.
You went to go get some water.
Oh, not the last one. I think I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I have returned with my drink.
Hey, Nick. I think I'm gonna fucking lose.
You haven't already?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine, man.
Ever since you came back, Nick.
Oh my gosh.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
How about I do this, Eggman? How about you fucking die, you piece of shit? Nobody likes you, Eggman.
Sonic, you're scaring me.
Yes.
Yeah!
Alright, Sonic's story is done!
Yeah!
Golly, I've been waiting to tell you this. Gamma torrents aren't real people. They are things created by Matanui.
Enjoyment, yes!
That's enough.
I am alive, and in your debt, my sister.
Tahoe, are you okay?
I'm no longer sexist.
There's all the links and all that in the about section. If you're watching on the replays on YouTube, all the links in the description. Look at that! Hey, did you see that? The fucking cat just spun into a little ball there. Let's go! Hey! 808! Hey, who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty? Oh, look at that! He's playing patty cake with a cat. Oh, oh, there's a little robot doggy. Hey, boy, hey. Hey, who's a good boy? No, come back, doggy. I want to pet the robot doggy. So, Nakai, what brings you to this place? Is your problem inside? I don't think it's anything in your head. The problem must be in your pants. What are you saying? Hey, what are you laughing at? Don't you laugh at it! Sorry, I was right. There is something wrong with your tackle, isn't there? I have a hard problem, arrhythmia. It's not small, damn it! She's shuffling about relentlessly, constantly swinging one leg over the other knee and then back again. She has a very irritated look on her face. Something wrong? Yes. No. Yes. She closes her eyes and draws in a deep breath. Hisao, you might not want to hear this, or maybe you do. I'm having my Her Aunt Flo decided to take a visit, I guess!
You enjoying this scene, Chase?
I don't know. I mean, you sure you still want to get risk cutting in the rain? Of course! What, the threat of rain is supposed to stop me? Nick, Amy's literally the type of person who would go, do your worst, Storm! Wind chimes!
You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh my gosh, Eggman's getting annoying. Oh my gosh, you gotta get out or not. Oh.
You know what they say, the more the
Oh.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Sure.
Jeez, you know what they say.
The more the merrier. Is the more getting merrier or not?
You know what they say,
His silence says everything.
you know what they say.
Is the water toxic?
No, it's like water. You have a short time
Oh,
before,
shit. How-
you know, you start
wait,
drowning.
wait.
And
Wait, how do I swim?
you don't. Sonic can't swim, Genghis!
Oh. And it's been a while since I
It was
played.
like Sonic 2!
He swam pretty well, though, in the movie.
No, he didn't!
He saved Knuckles.
He had to use a rock to get down! It is in the fucking... Genghis, I am mad.
Are you sure you're okay?
It's nothing bad.
Okay.
I did get hit in the testicles in elementary school once, though.
I mean, Nick, are you really a man if you don't get hit in the testicles at least once?
Nah. Also, I think, the other day or the day before, I almost sat on my testicles. So there's that. I would have done a Mr. Belvedere.
You know what? I want to make that like a quota now. Like, you are not a man unless you have once hurt your testicles.
Once.
Yay! They're happily reunited. Oh, that's happy.
Would it be funny if, like, somehow, like, the fucking, like things just immediately died right there? I was fucking kidding!
Oh my god,
Fucking kidding!
They actually died on the spot!
I was fucking kidding! What the fuck? That would be great.
Oh!
I'm just reminded of the...
Wait, hold up. Oh shit! Super Saiyan just fucking tossed him like a ragdoll! Yo! Oh man, these Super Saiyan fights are so fucking hype, I love it.
I love this series, Jenkins.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh my god, are we gonna do what I think we're gonna do? Are we gonna— yes, we're gonna fucking use the big sword!
Oh my gosh!
We're gonna use his own fucking—
Wait.
we're gonna use his own fucking sword to kill him!
Oh shit!
Yo!
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Holy shit!
Oh!
Yo! Yo!
Holy shit!
Let's fucking go! What the heck's going on?
Here we go! I'll remember the chorus to the song. Live and love. Live and love. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
And love works of yesterday.
They probably dodged a bullet with, naming off the way they did. The way they, nemesis the way they did.
There we go! Yes! God, this level's so fucking annoying when it comes to S ranking. I have to use the restroom.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I gotta go find my phone.
Oh, no, you're not criminals, never mind then.
Say,
Oh, they're political prisoners.
Political prisoner camp.
Oh my gosh, Hugo just fucking straight up built camps in Arkham. What the fuck?
Dude, no. They built it to keep away from the other prisoners.
Oh, they're homeless camps. Oh my gosh,
Genius.
When you said camps, my mind went to, oh my god, Hugo built those fucking camps in Arkham? They're like my mind went to fucking World War II Germany camps. Strange put not only dangerous thugs behind those walls, but also folks he doesn't want talking about him. Okay, well hold on. Actually, I have to ask Nick. So, he didn't build those camps, but I have to ask, would Hugo build those camps? Legitimate question, by the way.
Well, what do
I don't
there.
know.
Weird out of place plants,
That-
check. Mindless hypnotized
That answer
henchmen,
honestly terrifies
check.
me even more.
The oh so subtle odor of
That honestly terrifies me even
check.
more. It's just...
Looks like
Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay, I think everything's good. Okay. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Just give me uno segundo. I'm gonna do something real quick with the music. Gonna see something here. Oh, no, I have to add the music here. Okay. Un moment. Okay, you know what? I'll do it later. Alright. Come here. Background music. There we go. Alright, royalty free jazz. There we go. Alright. Jesus Christ, whose Discord is lighting up like a Christmas tree? Comment, why is your Discord lighting up like a Christmas tree? It's just but up. What's going on,
Wait,
man?
Comment, you have a Discord? Comment?
What? Like, who's messaging you, man?
I'm not messaging anyone. Nobody's messaging me.
Well, why is Discord going blop 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 blop?
I'm part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, I don't know why. It doesn't usually do that.
You do know how to change the notification settings, right? Yeah, you probably have it on. You probably have it where every server you get notified for every single like thing posted. You could just only. I always just put it to only mentions when it comes to notifications. That way everything's easier on me. So, you know, Discord isn't constantly lighting up like a Christmas tree on my end. Just
Oh. Okay, let's see. Sounds, message.
Yeah, you just like right click on a server icon and go to notification settings. And there should be only mentions. Hell, you can even put it to nothing if you want to like just not get any notifications whatsoever. But that's if you want to be kind of like a dick. Or if you just hate everyone, just I hate you. I don't want notifications from you. Nyah! Nyah!
So how do I choose all the servers at once?
You can't.
Oh, god damn it.
How many servers are you in?
Way too many?
Oh boy. Oh boy, comment.
That's
Yeah.
my guess.
Yeah, that way, if you change the notification setting, it's not gonna go like because it sounds like Discord on your end's like a horse galloping, just
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, we can build the King Pyramid to King Al-Khadizar, the one who defeated Nagast the first time.
Alright. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. I guess I don't know what you're saying, but I am supportive. Warhammer. I don't know much. I still don't know much about Warhammer, but I'm supportive.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but I'll do my part. I'm doing my part. So, you know, like, you know, what is it? What's the movie? Shit, what's the movie called again? You know, with the bugs and, you know, it's like, I'm
Starship
doing my...
Troopers?
Yeah, Starship Troopers. Yeah, this is going. So I'm doing my part. We should watch that again, Starship Troopers.
You know, there's a game that came out.
Yeah. We should watch the anime.
Wait, there's a Starship Troopers game that came out?
Yeah.
How is it?
I haven't played it.
Ah. Alright.
And don't watch the anime, it's pretty mid.
Don't watch the anime? Oh, that's a shame.
I heard like good things about generally anime in relation to Starship Troopers.
Yeah, there was an anime made of Starship Troopers back in the day. I've seen it. It's pretty mid.
It's big. Oh.
Mid.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. That's a shame.
It's just. I don't know. Just.
Why is it mid?
There's nothing particularly outright bad in all of it. It's just.
Okay.
It just feels like the quality of it in general is just kind of low.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. Kinda wanna, I don't know, I kinda still wanna give it a shot. Because, you know, hey, there was an anime, a Starship Troopers.
It doesn't even finish.
Oh, it doesn't finish? Oh, wow. Damn. That's a shame. Alright.
It doesn't even finish what the book covers.
Oh. Have you read the book, Matchstick?
I have read half of the book. I have not finished it.
Oh.
And I read that in high school. I own it too. I own the book. I bought the book explicitly to finish it. And I never got around to it.
That is fun. Oh.
I have the book.
You have the book?
Etc.
Yeah.
I have to go to Norska
But
or some.
Norska.
There is some people stole his crown.
My crown.
yeah, but
Heavy is the crown. Boom, boom.
but I couldn't finish it.
Oh, that's a shame.
It was very
Military.
obtuse.
Obtuse. What do you mean by that?
You know, like there's sometimes when you say something, you could shorten it,
Okay.
make it more concise.
Alright. So, wasn't very concise with what it was saying?
It was very wordy.
Oh no.
It's very much.
It's Chelsea's worst nightmare.
It's like.
Wait, I got better. Wait, it's dry.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea, it's your worst nightmare. Words. Oh gosh. Words. No.
It's very
Please.
dry.
Anything but words. I'm begging you. No.
It felt like I was reading less of a book and more of a manual.
A manual. Huh. That's okay. Interesting.
That same feeling when you read it like a manual, not the short ones, the really thick ones.
I know.
It's here's Johnny Rico's guide on how to survive military school.
How to survive military school.
Yeah.
All right.
The worst part is that I fell off right before it started to go to I was gonna say Arrakis, but that's Doom. Wherever the fucking planet is in fucking Starship Troopers where they go to fight the bugs. I dropped off right as there about that was about to happen.
Wow. As soon as the action would start, you just I'll pick it up.
I think I was kind of slow, and I needed to return. I had to return it to the library.
Oh no!
And I was like right before school ended, so I just dropped off, and I didn't pick it back up next year.
Wow. Alright. Okay. Also, right now I am building Gunpla. That's right, I got more Gunpla. I got the high-grade aerial rebuild. It came in. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Snip. Build the area. Aerial gun. I'm just gonna shoot him what's all about. Yeah. Alright, Ariel.
Alright, so.
Ariel!
So this is the.
What you talking about?
I am just surveying the battlefield, so.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Now the pieces fit. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking there. Thank you, Ariel. Alright. Well, that's a head pretty much almost done. I don't know. I'll fix it up a little bit along the way anyways. Alright. Okay. God damn it, where is Nick? He was literally he's online right now. He was literally posting like stream clips from last night's stream in Discord. And he's not here. We gotta talk about a good Transformers movie and he's not here. God damn it, Nick. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. What?
I said a good Transformers movie.
Yeah, it's a good Transformers movie, but I can't talk
The
about
only
it without...
the only good Transformers movie.
That's not the 86 one.
That is not an animated movie.
That's not an animated movie. Well, either way, we can't talk about Transformers without Nick here. It's a good thing I have Transformers for the last topic of the night, but damn it, where's Nick? What is he doing? Is he taking a shower? I wonder if he's taking a shower. Because literally, I saw him posting stream clips in Discord server like several minutes ago. And he's not here. He eating? Well, maybe. Who knows? Perhaps. Let's hope you remember Sonic IDW comic tomorrow. I hope he does too. It was his idea. Damn it. I hope everything's okay with Nick. Is he eating in the shower? No, Chelsea. Xeno Nick is not Kramer from Seinfeld, where he's like cooking in the shower. So no. Yeah, don't you? Yeah, you never saw the episode of Seinfeld? You know where Kramer's like, oh, Jerry is like, I'm cooking in the shower. Cause I'm in a rush. I gotta clean up. I gotta also cook the meals. So I'm cooking the shower. Jerry, I got a new power pressure. Oh my gosh, no one's. Damn it! Stop making me feel like a boomer for quoting Seinfeld or referencing Seinfeld.
No soup for you.
I don't understand.
No soup. No soup for you.
No soup for you. Dang it,
I remember that.
Okay. Man, that's kind of... That thought kind of, not gonna lie, kind of haunts me. That their kids are gonna be growing up not knowing, what the hell is Seinfeld? Seinfeld is peak fiction. Well, it's not peak fiction, but it's a pretty good show. I like Seinfeld. Everyone should watch Seinfeld. Maybe I'll do 2 cents on Seinfeld. But I feel like if I do that, I gotta watch more Seinfeld.
Fucking boomer.
And you're a damn zoomer, matchstick. Stop making me feel old, jackass.
And there's only like 3 years of difference between us.
What the hell's wrong with you, man?
What the hell's wrong with you, man?
What do you mean, what the hell's wrong with me? I'm cultured. What about you? You and your Zoomer media. What are you kids watching nowadays, huh? Anyways.
Okay, obey order. Stop.
What?
Uh-oh. Ninjato's starting to rage.
Because
you loved that episode, Chelsea? Thank you, Chelsea. At least someone here besides me and not know about Seinfeld. Thank you. That warms my heart.
Not speak if you alright, speak now, not if you know about Seinfeld. I rest my case.
Oh my gosh, he can't talk at the moment. He's muted for a reason, man.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about Seinfeld.
In the
Get that right, not.
In the stream background.
Shit,
In the stream background, he said,
Sorry to rain on your parade, Jerry.
Sorry to rain on your parade, Jerry.
I found this funny wallpaper.
What wallpaper? Let me see. Oh, the Kingpin. Fucking.
I just thought it funny. He's just so wide, he can make him into a. They just made him into like a.
Spider-Verse Kingpin. Fucking brick shit house. I love it.
I actually do have one. Well, 2. Aside from the meme of Kramer opening the door. I do know one good Seinfeld scene.
Okay.
It's the one at Christmas and Kramer is Santa Claus, and he's going to the kid, and he's going to kid, and he's like, you know, kid, you don't want this. There's been fucking little boys like you in sweatshops and Cambodia that are making this bullshit. And the little kid's like, commie,
Commie.
Look, when I think of Seinfeld, like in terms of episodes, I think of the yogurt episode. Where, do you remember that episode?
Remind me.
Okay, so the main plot in that one is that they go to a yogurt shop that is marketed as having non-fat, but there's fat in the yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
But then the subplot is that Jerry swore in front of a kid. And then the end of the episode, the kid's father was working at the yogurt shop, and he lost his job because they exposed that the yogurt shop had fat in it. And it was connected to Rudy Giuliani. And then at the end, it ends with the episode ends with the kid swearing at the mom, letting the kid swear at Jerry.
Oh.
And then another fun behind the scenes. So a major plot point is that the non-fat yogurt.
Mm.
So Kramer ended up sleeping with a woman that caused some blood samples. Had to get into the blood samples of the mayor of New York. So in that one, an election was going on. So they filmed two versions with both candidates being the mayor, and the one who won the election was Rudy Giuliani.
You know what I'm reminded of now? Not Seinfeld. It's Always Sunny, Philadelphia. It was the most recent season. There was a whole episode where it was like, oh man, what was the gang up to during a time the 20 election going on? It's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And it's like. And the whole point of the episode was the whole gang was responsible for all sorts of events that happened during that that election season, including Charlie and Dee unknowingly supplying the people behind the January 5th riots. But my favorite one is
Were they
everything good?
Yeah.
Were they responsible for voter fraud?
Yes, they were actually. But so here's the thing. That episode, Jono, that episode of It's Always Sunny, Mac and Dennis, they did voter fraud because they set up another ballot for people to vote for Kanye. Oh no, not Kanye. It was a ballot to vote on. I forgot which for exactly the details, but it was I think which fictional wrestler or action movie star is better than the other. It's like, oh no, hey, vote here to see if Rocky can beat the Terminator. I don't remember the exact details. And then because they set up a complete separate ballot, people start voting for that, but they thought they were voting for the election. So oh my gosh, where are all the votes for the presidents? It went to fucking voting for who would win in a fight, Rocky or the Terminator.
That is so funny.
But then but my favorite one though is the one with Frank, and this is and you remind me because you're talking about Seinfeld, how Frank Reynolds, the whole thing, his story was how he was he did the hair for Rudy Giuliani, and so he was behind the one infamous picture of Rudy Giuliani where you could tell his hair is dyed black because you see the dye running down on his head because he's sweating profusely. So it's that's all. That's because Frank dyed Rudy Giuliani's hair. Oh, it's great. I love It's Always Sunny. That was a fantastic episode.
So I found this tweet for the Flash.
What was that?
I found this tweet from the Flash TV show, and it's like the most Toku looking thing ever.
Oh yeah, the Flash is gonna finally end. That's
Nice.
right.
I mean, look at that! Look at that! It look like it's like the most Toku looking. Like, especially the guy in the middle.
What? Who is that in the middle?
That's
Holy
what I'm saying. I
shit.
think he's like he's the most like Toku Kamen Rider Super Sentai villain.
I know, he looks amazing. Who is that guy?
I don't know.
Ah, man. He looks cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, they got a whole, like, big-ass suit there. Yeah, he looks like a Kamen Rider villain. Like, just... Henshindo.
Yeah, I found it because there was another tweet that was saying it pretty much saying like Mofu say they can't get into Toku yet. This lasts for almost 700 episodes.
The Flash is just a tokusatsu show? Is that what you're saying? Oh man, we should have known.
You're like, yeah, y'all are weak-blooded and won't survive the winter.
You are weak-blooded, and you will not survive the winter.
I'm like, and I don't find the white one also look kind of like he'd be good. He look like a Toku villain.
He does look like a Toku villain. Who's that? Who's the guy in white? Who are
I think his
these-
name is Godspeed.
Godspeed. The only, like, literally the only person I recognize here is Zoom. That's it. The Reverse Flash. He's the only guy I recognize in this photo.
He's the only one worth remembering.
The pettiest man in the DC universe.
It was me, Barry.
It was me, Barry.
I jerked you off at supersonic speed, so that
that way it made it look like you came at a woman's touch. Yeah.
Remember your first girlfriend? And you came right as she touched you on the shoulder. It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at supersonic speed, so it seemed like you nutted to just a woman's touch.
Just imagine if Jotaro Dio was just as petty. using Zawado. Instead of just using it to like instantly kill.
Jonathan!
Like,
Jotaro! Do you remember when Kakyoin touched you and you came and you thought to yourself, oh my gosh, am I gay? That was me, Jotaro! I used the world and froze time to jerk you off. And the moment I unfroze time, you came at a man's touch. I made you gay, Jotaro! Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, anyways, what? Give me one momento. I'm doing panel lighting on Ariel's head. Ah, Ariel!
I hear it.
Oh, no, go ahead. Not? You would say something?
Yes,
Ah.
I did say something.
Oh, you cut out there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The audio is breaking up for you.
Ah.
Sorry.
Oh. The Olympic good episode info is the one where it's the one where they're all at the car dealership. Jerry wants to go. Jerry wants to get a great deal on a car because Penn, Patrick Warburton, who's dating Elaine, works as a dealer. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a great car. But I'm gonna get a great car because we know each other. But Elaine keeps getting mad because Penn wants to keep high-fiving everyone. She finds that annoying. and then like George is mad because he believed that like when he put money in the machine, because he's hungry, he hasn't had anything to eat since the morning, and so it's like he tried to put money in the machine. Tried to put money in the machine to go get to get like a candy bar. The machine does that stupid thing where like the candy gets stuck. And then like a mechanic goes in, purchase like a candy bar from the same roll, and it comes down, and then George spends the episode proving that he stole his candy bar. and Kramer, Kramer went on a test drive with another dealer, and they just spend the entire episode driving the car until the gas runs out.
That's great. Oh, that's wonderful.
Magnifique.
Well, I'm out. That's also fucking No Nut November. And just Kramer just comes in. I'm out.
Yes, the contest. Another one is the Soup Nazi.
Oh yeah, the Soup Nazi.
No soup for you. Come back 1 year.
No soup for you. Come back 1 year.
I said that earlier.
Oh, you did?
And then there's the episode.
Yeah, I said no. I remember no soup for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then there's the episode where Kramer just loves getting his coats warm, so that they can warm.
Yeah.
And it's also the same calzone. It's also the same calzone place that George likes to go to, and so George believes too big of a tip. So he tries to go back to get it. And so they keep stealing from the tip jar. He gets banned for life.
Yeah, and then his boss really liked the calzones.
He really likes those calzones. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, man, now you make me want to just like rewatch a bunch of Seinfeld stuff now. I want to do that with you guys or something. Rewatch a bunch of Seinfeld. You got me in a Seinfeld mood now.
I also remember when what's his name was trying to sell the bottom halves of muffins.
Yes. No, the top halves. So Elaine was helping out with guys whose business was to sell muffin tops, but the problem was, Elaine told him, like, in order to do it properly, you have to remove a muffin top from a muffin. Otherwise, it's a cookie. Yeah. And then they had a crisis of what to do with the muffin bottoms. And then the episode ends with Newman, like, Tokyo drifting in there with sunglasses. And it's like, it's a rental. And it's like, can you get me a glass of milk? And then he starts eating all the muffin bottoms.
Oh, Newman. Hello, Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah, you got me in a mood now. I wanna rewatch a bunch of Seinfeld now. You guys got me.
And then there was the episode where George's fiance dies because she lit too many poisonous stamps.
Or how about the bit where George was talking about his girlfriend when she sleeps, her belly button talks? And then the pony.
Oh, the pony.
Where Jerry just trashed.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I want to do that now. We should watch just a bunch of Seinfeld. Rewatch a bunch of Seinfeld. Oh, that's great. Alright. Real quick, let me see the progress on Ariel here. Ariel, girl, how's your panel lining going? Okay. Well, I made a little oopsies there. Little oopsies with the panel line. I could get rid of that. It's not going away. It's just one tiny little oopsie. It's not that noticeable. Alright.
So, you know, once you think about it,
yes.
Technically, you bought 8 model kits.
You could say that, yes. I bought 8 of the same kids. I bought 8 of the same kids as a model kit.
Yes.
Oh man.
The thing, all the bundles are mobile armors.
Soletta ain't doing so hot though. She kind of going through an existential crisis at the moment. So gotta be a little gotta be a little mindful. We gotta be careful not to upset her. She's going through a lot at the moment. She's fragile. She's very fragile. Yeah, we gotta be nice to her. All right. Everyone be nice to the girl who just found out she's a clone. She's going through an existential crisis at the moment. We don't want to upset her any further. Alright.
Slap. Bro's fine. It worked for. Why you slapping her? It worked for Amro. It'll work for her.
It'll work for her. It works for everyone. Everyone deserves a slap. And you get a slap. And you get a slap. Everyone gets a slap. Woo! Woo! Alright. Oh, what?
Oh, no, I was just talking.
Oh, alright. Okay. Let's see here. What time is it right now? It is 8:12. It's been more than 30 minutes, and Nick is still not here. Alright. We're gonna have to...
It's time to talk Transformers.
No.
Take it away, genius.
Well, we got other stuff to talk about besides Transformers. But either way, we're gonna have to get started without Nick, as usual. All right. So we'll wait for Nick to be late, and then once he's here, then everything will be a hunky-dory, fine and dandy. Woohoo! All right. In the meantime, Ariel's Beefin is not being sanded down for some reason. That's an ugly-ass nut mark, and I don't like that. And it's not going away. Ew. Ew. That nut mark is not going away. I am bumping my mic like crazy right now. Jeebus almighty. Jeebus. Oh, Jeebus, take the wheel.
Jeebus, take the wheel. Take it from my hand.
Jeebus, take the wheel. Alright. Well, anyways, while we wait for Nick, we're just gonna get started without him. So yeah, let's do that. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Well, not bunch of stuff. We got some stuff to talk about before we get to Transformers because Nick is not here. So, in the meantime, why don't we get started? Ninjato, are you available now?
Just hold on a second. Just need to do some.
Okay. All right, let's wait for Ninjato as well. It's the waiting game. It's the waiting.
How is it? I still have to wait one turn. Okay.
Well, while you wait that one turn, you could talk about what you want to talk about.
Okay, I actually got one. Okay. So let me.
All right. So what is this show, anyways?
Okay. So this week, a group of friends. A group of other friends decided to do it was either, if I remember correctly, let me just pull up. It was an old Disney animated film. Let me.
Okay.
Okay, it was a Disney animated film, Once Upon a Time, or the show called The Quest.
The Quest.
And yes, and I saw it, came in halfway through.
Okay.
So essentially, what The Quest is, imagine a kids reality game show.
Oh no.
But mixed with a fantasy setting.
Okay.
But the gimmick is, it's an actual story.
Okay.
So the plot is that in the kingdom of Everrealm, no, not in the kingdom, but the land of Everrealm, the kingdom of Sanctum fell down and was destroyed, taken over by the evil witch queen Tara. Alright, yeah, something like that, like Tara.
Alright. Well, that evil witch queen, she gotta pay.
Yeah, and she's now she's on the hunt for Sanctum's 3 heirs, who lives with her uncle in Orga.
Okay.
Yes, the kingdom of Aura. No, kingdom of Aura.
Aura. All right.
So yeah, they do a lot of flurry of punches.
All right.
But before that happened, the King of Sanctum, before he died, gave one of his warriors, Misha, a magic crown, and he used it to summon 8 kids from the real world to become the heroes, to rescue the kingdom and defeat the queen. Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why they got summoned is because due to centuries of screwing up, the royalty of Everrealm proved unworthy to get the King's Stone, which is needed to activate the magic crown to defeat the evil witch queen.
Okay.
And so it's up to these 8 kids who are working together, but there's like one of them will become the leader, will become like the one true hero. And like that's the essential thing. And there's a lot of beats in the story that you will get the plot. Like the plot, you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen, like from the A to B to C.
Okay.
So, like, if you're expecting like a very compelling story,
no.
All right. But that being said, I was so impressed with the show.
Really?
Yes. 1.
Okay.
Just the premise alone. If I was a kid and when this came out, when I was like younger, I would have eaten it up. And 2, the amount of effort actually put into the show is astounding. Like, this was made by Disney for their Disney Plus program, but now you can't watch it on Disney Plus because they just took it off this week.
Oh wow, such faith in their program.
They took it off yesterday.
They also took out Willow.
Huh. Such faith in their own programs.
Yeah. But they use prosthetic. They use all sorts of effects. Like here's an example. There's the prosthetic in clothing, and also yeah. There's the really crappy. There are crappy effects in the show, but it's mostly the special effects. It's like, okay, that's just where they didn't focus much, but in terms of costuming and set design, like, look, a medieval castle with actual painted walls.
Oh.
Like, you know how rare that is?
I'm assuming pretty rare.
Yeah, because people don't think about that medieval castles were painted inside. Because it was also a home.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They just made
everyone always depicts castles as, you know, the ruined state they are right now.
But like, look at the costuming as well. It's like me and my friends, like a lot of them were like people who watched Rings of Power, and they were like, we were comparing it favorably compared to Rings of Power because there's a difference.
Okay.
This show shows about, you can tell that it's about the same quality as Rings of Power, right?
Okay.
If we do that. But Rings of Power's costumes look cheap. Looks cheap when you give like when you realize the price tag was billions of dollars. Compared to this show, which would probably only have like millions.
Yes.
Probably $1 million. I don't know. I don't know how reality shows cost. But this is pretty expensive. But there are some corners that gets cut. But so the way the show works is that essentially the contestants, they're all playing co-op. This is like post, like, what's your history with reality shows?
Okay.
What's your history with the reality TV shows?
Reality TV shows.
Like game shows, like Survivor, Biggest Loser.
I only watched one episode of The Biggest Loser, and it was late at night
I've
because
seen
there was nothing better to watch.
I seen a season of Survivor. I can't remember which. And I seen an episode of The Amazing Race.
Well, this is important for Amazing Race because actually this is three studios, and one of them is actually the people who did Amazing Race. Another one is like a Queer Talk.
Okay.
Some guys who did Queer Talks, and then a group of producers who helped produce the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So essentially, they got a company who did fantasy to do all the fantasy stuff, to help produce, to get connections there. Another one who does reality show stuff, because there's still reality style competitions in there. It's still in that same format. But what's impressive is that there's an actual story that goes on that connects the reality parts. Like normally in reality show is like you focus on the contestants, and there's always some makeup drama, right?
Wait, hold on real quick. Back to history of reality shows. Does Total Drama Island count?
Though that is a parody, but it's still but yeah, like you know how like Total Drama Island, it does like the standard reality show kind of how it works, right?
Yeah. All right.
So like
campers.
you got a person guiding the campers to like this competition that they have to do. You get immunity if you win the competition, and then losers either get voted off the island or eliminated somehow. This one they don't do eliminations. It's all because this is like a kids show. The kids one do not have elimination rounds. Like have you seen Factor with Rough Ruffman?
No.
I've seen the Defunct Land video on it.
Oh, they did a video on it.
Did you see Magic and Comment? Did you see Factor with Rough Ruffman?
Never heard of it.
You should. You are all. I am ashamed for all of you.
What? For never hearing of something?
That was not on TV when I was. That was not on television when I was like watching PBS. I was watching like Sesame Street and like Arthur.
Oh, Arthur.
it was a show that was in the afternoon slots.
So, good job.
Yeah, but like, I can't remember when. Like I can't remember I can't remember when I last saw like PBS when I was young. It's something I sort of grew out of at the time.
You start off with PBS and then sometime you just stop watching it. It's just, I don't watch PBS anymore.
I think to tell you when I stopped watching PBS, I stopped watching PBS when Zoom was still a thing.
Huh.
Oh my.
Is it wait the Microsoft Music Player Zoom?
Like what? The reboot or the first time around?
The reboot. I'm not that old.
Not maybe a boomer. Okay. He's not that much of a boomer.
Oh, he said Zoom.
Look, I'm the. Oh my.
I thought he said Zoom.
Zoom?
Zoom.
No, I'm not talking about Microsoft's failed with the MP3 player.
Right, it was a good movie.
I can't believe you, Comet, of all people, would have.
No, let the boy have.
Okay.
Let the boy have a break. He didn't know.
I didn't know what I was saying. It sounded like Zoom.
Zoom.
No. About you didn't see Fetcher Rough Huffman comment.
I never heard of it.
I never heard of it either. When was that show playing?
Okay, so the whole premise in that one, it was very similar where it actually had a continuing storyline because the whole premise was a dog managed to convince the folks of PBS Kids, a cartoon dog, convinced PBS Kids that he could run a game show.
Okay.
Wait a second. It's like a little orangish, brownish dog.
Yes.
With glasses and... Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
You do?
Yeah, like, look, I will show you. I will show you an image, and if you don't...
So, quick question. Since we're talking reality shows, anybody here remember that reality competition called Who Wants to Be a Superhero?
No. Oh my god!
That jogged your memory?
I only saw commercials of it. I never bothered to watch it though. But like, I remember.
It's a very fun show. It's really fun. They do have connecting storylines, and they do like fun scenarios and stuff.
I only ever saw commercials of that. I never bothered to watch it though.
Same.
But okay, show Chelsea. Maybe Chelsea.
Alright, fetch. Alright. Here, give me a second. I'll show. Chelsea, anyone in chat right now, do you recognize this show? Come on, mouse. There we go. Fetch. Anyone recognize Fetch with Ruffman? Any of this ring a bell? To me, oh, okay. It was something I never watched, but it was like something I always like saw, but never really, knew what it was about. I only saw commercials or like advertisements, promotional images for it. You recognize the dog, Chelsea? Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so Fetcher Rough Ruffman had if you but essentially it was a similar format, except without interviews. It's more where they go up, but essentially what it is that it focused heavily on the competition aspect.
Okay.
But with skits in between, they have like little cartoon skits that goes on either to set up the premise of the episodes of like why the kids are going on learning about farm animal or anything. It's like, or sometimes a challenge is ridiculous because of something like dressing up a goat with like an old lady's outfit when it comes from Fetch Ruffman's mom's wardrobe.
Huh.
It's like silliness. There's some silliness. Like there's even a whole episode where they go to Dogtopia and Catlantis, the ruins of this ancient civilization, to find out why the cats and dogs hate each other, because both the cats and dogs blame each other for the destruction of their, like, you know, old civilization that they all love, and then it turns out vacuum cleaners.
Oh, those darn! Now the vacuum cleaners have come with a vengeance. Return
of the
Roomba.
Yeah, so to get back on track on the quest, the reason I brought that up, the quest focused on telling a decent story, a simple, decent, predictable if you know your fantasy stuff, front and center, but the reality stuff is incorporated.
Okay.
Like the reality TV show, like the little game stuff is actually incorporated as if it's part of the narrative.
Huh.
So, this entire TV show is televised LARPing.
Exactly.
But, huh.
Wait, is this just the desired Grand Prix from Kamen Rider Geats?
I don't know.
Kamen, you're watching Geats, right? Is it like that?
Wait, repeat that?
God damn it.
Wait, what are you looking at?
I said, isn't what Najano describing just the desired Grand Prix from Kamen Rider Geats?
I thought Desired Grand Prix was the Rider War, like in Ryuki.
It is like that, but it's also like a reality TV show at the same. It's a Rider War like Ryuki, that's televised to the future as a reality TV show.
It's more like a Hunger Games, which this is not.
Okay.
Essentially the challenge is what happens is like I was like catching up like the first couple episodes, which I missed, and like there was a challenge where they have to prove in how strong they are against a creature, that tree deer in a creature. He's like the guardian of the strength stone, and he was like absorbing the strength of like the royalty and causing trouble.
Oh no!
Horror. in order to prove that our paladins are stronger than him, is by doing a simple holding up the basket, which is connected to a pulley, which has a pot. So if they let go, the pot fails and crashes onto rocks, shattering, and they have to hold against stones.
Okay.
Just a simple competition, like any other thing, it would be treated as a competition. But but the way they kind of set it up is more, no, it's actually part of the narrative.
Okay.
Like our heroes are being challenged because they need to prove that they are the show. They're trying to find the one true hero, so the best among them to become essentially the guy who will be defeating the evil witch at the end.
Someone among us will be the victor. Among Us!
Oh no!
Do.
Grab some books and McDonald's your door. Okay.
That's not Among Us.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
I'll show you. I'll prove it.
Or are people fucking making Among Us songs now? Oh
yes.
Gosh. Has the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom finally touched their hands on Among Us? We're now making Among Us songs?
Okay.
Oh man.
Happened 8 months ago, Changus.
Well, I don't pay attention to Among Us. I just know.
Well, I haven't paid.
I only know about the memes through like cultural osmosis.
Hey,
like the Chocolatiers does like basically meme songs.
I saw the original. We all saw the original Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us?
Yeah.
Among Us, yes, Among Us.
But okay, so like the competitions in there, like the acting is when it comes to the kids, it's kid actors.
Okay.
And this one, instead of being competitive, because this is a kid reality show, it's a bit more. It's not backstabby or drama filled, right? We are working together to stop the evil. God.
That sounds refreshing.
Yes, it is refreshing, but
you know what's kind of funny about
what?
In like Asian or Korean, like I'm watching Korean reality shows. They're a lot more respectful to each other.
yeah, it's well. The thing is that a lot of, if I remember correctly, a lot of the, overly competitiveness from reality shows that you're normally associated with are usually manufactured.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
For drama.
Like
we love our drama. Like we love drama, right, guys?
Yeah, drama. Oh my gosh. You know what's a... Hold on, I don't remember. Is this, would you consider this a reality TV show? Anyone remember fucking back when Cartoon Network was doing live action shows? Remember Destroy, Build, Destroy?
I remember that
With Andrew
completely.
WK.
All I know is that guy went on to like make a fucking Gundam album.
I know, it's great.
I remember there was like another reality show called
Okay, yeah, I would say so, but it's not exactly the type of show that the Quest is. The Quest is more traditional reality where you have like instead of like teams, where every week they switch out the teams. It's just this one group of kids, and they're gonna go through the whole thing. It's only 8 episodes, by the way, so 8 45-minute episodes.
Okay.
And like you can predict the plot, like, oh look, the wizard is getting the royalty are pushing the wizard
Gandalf
away.
The Black, no! How could you?
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Like, once you see the context, it's like, oh, you're crapping on your wizard for not helping your father, but you're replacing him with this random soldier chick who just became the Oracle because your deity says that she is now. Oh, great! He's totally not gonna try to save the kingdom by backstabbing you all. Totally not.
Oh no, he backstabbed you all. Who could have seen this coming to horror? Oh no.
The horror, yeah. Or like, oh look, the capital gets taken while our heroes were getting the final MacGuffin. Who knew? And oh look, for me the hilarious part is that, oh yeah, they're on a quest, but they were never given swords. Because you knew that was because reality TV show for kids.
Nah, get those kids swords.
Let's give them Nerf swords.
Yeah, give them Nerf swords. Give them like Power Ranger swords.
Like it's ridiculous. What's so funny is that their Oracle, who is basically like the main host person, has a sword. It gets funny when one of the princes gets captured and underground. For a second, I looked at it. It looked like it's just like a rope cage. So I thought, why aren't you using your sword, lady?
Oh no, my weakness. Rope. Oh gosh.
But it looks like metal afterwards. It's just the way it looked.
No, rope.
And also, do not expect. This is probably a given, Chinggis, but do not expect good choreography. There's hilarious moments.
Oh, I have an idea.
What?
Okay, you know the Rider War, right?
Yeah.
Combine that with Quest, and we just get a bunch of contestants to get them all their own Toko suits, and then have them fight each other out.
That would just be the desired Grand Prix. That'd be Geats.
Yes.
You're just describing Kamen Rider Geats now.
No, I mean actual, like, in the same vein as Quest. You know, you just get a bunch of.
Not that you're just describing Kamen Rider Geats, but in real life.
Yeah, like.
But without the players dying.
And the good choreography.
Yeah, like speaking of lack of choreography, the Quest does not have good choreography, which is again like this show does. I've made a joke with my friends is that this was not given attention. This was going to be a write-off, and they let the newbies handle this, while the quote-unquote veterans were making wonderful classes as the Willow TV show or She-Hulk.
Okay. She-Hulk. Never seen a single episode of it. Don't have any interest in it.
Yeah, but have you heard about it?
Everyone's heard about She-Hulk at this point. It's just, I don't know. I have no interest in that show. Alright.
Yeah, but of course at the end of the season, the evil witch gets defeated. Though the wizard died doing a last minute save, and there was a little bit of a cliffhanger. There was a bit of a cliffhanger that he may have become the main villain for season 2 because of evil magic realm shenanigans, but unfortunately, the show got beyond canceled. It got removed from Disney Plus, like yesterday.
Oh man, what a shame. What a shame.
So now you have to
cancel peak fiction right there, Disney. You ass. Those bastards at Disney.
In comparison to all the Bayformer films, it is peak fiction.
I will never forgive Disney for canceling peak fiction.
No, it's just like among one item amongst a huge list of the great book of grudges against Disney.
Alright. But overall, you had a fun time with the show?
Oh yeah, I was surprising. I was expecting, so this was when I was expecting, like, you know, kids, reality show, fantasy. I was expecting to have like laughs at, you know, absurdity. I was not expecting to laugh genuinely, like, along with it as opposed to before. Like, so the thing that I think hooked me in is that watching the show, I get the understanding that everyone involved in the production had a good time. Like, as opposed to like most modern shows, sometimes it feels like the actors don't want to be there. The actors are not having fun with like what they're given with the material.
Yeah.
And you can get that implying like a pretty much Bayfarmers.
Well.
But like that's an example. But you can tell, and I'm pretty sure not gonna especially tell because, you know, into film, you can tell when a film or like a TV show when you feel like the actors were not having fun in the production.
Well, yeah, I can usually tell. Like if people are having fun, you could tell.
But in this one, everyone seemed to be having fun, and it is something new with like just the format of a reality game show. It was such a unique experience. There's only one other show that was something similar. It was called Who Done It.
Who Done It?
Yes, it was a mini-series made by ABC where it was essentially an adult elimination style show, but it's about murder. A murder mystery.
Ooh, murder mystery.
Where basically an episode begins, one of the contestants die at the beginning. Quote unquote die. And then essentially the challenge for people is to make to investigate what happened to the person and how a person was killed off. And then they propose a theory to the a room where the killer who runs the mansion, who is also one of the contestants. And to basically talk about how they killed off, how the murder makes the murder against a contestant, and then whoever gets the closest correct theory gets immunity. The 2 lowest will get a scare card, so you don't know who gets killed off for the next episode.
Alright.
Yeah. But I could talk about it more. That one is also fun. And I also had that similar experience where everyone involved had fun. But yeah, and it's such a charm. And also, it was, you know what was the most refreshing thing?
What?
That everything was generic.
Okay.
The filming was similar to Narnia. The plot and characters were pretty standard, but it was done competently.
Okay.
I had, in an age where writers are trying to make themselves, each of their stories, unique, but ultimately end up becoming generic, but they're trying to present it as unique. It makes this one stand out even more.
Okay. Okay. Well, alrighty then.
I recommend it. I recommend you join Long John Silver's crew to watch the show. It's only 8 episodes. 8 episodes, 45 minutes max per episode. You would have a good time.
Well, there you go. Now I ask, which internet ship did you use to sail the seas for this?
So I was the HMS F Movies.
I see. Alright. Well, there you go. Yeah. Oh, this bag won't open. Give me my couple apart, you bastard! There we go. Victory! Screech! Alright.
Okay, so who's next? You didn't put up a preview about the schedule.
Oh, I didn't? I thought I did.
No.
No, you didn't.
Oh, hold on.
So who's next?
Comet. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright. Alright, here we go.
Go.
Gotta be the best imitator I've ever seen. Perhaps. So it would seem.
You watched the animated show?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're still on the topic of Disney here. So, speaking of Disney, Comet, you watched the animated Disney show. Well, it's Marvel, but you know, Marvel's Disney now, so you watched an animated Disney show.
What isn't Disney these days?
Everything's Disney now. So what exactly is this Disney show, Comet?
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Alright.
And it's good.
Okay.
Okay, what do you mean by good? The way you were saying is like, you were saying like,
No, it's more like I went in I just saw the first episode and then continued without expecting much. I'm like, well.
Your expectations were subverted in a good way.
Yeah. You know, well, Moon Girl is all about a girl genius.
Okay.
And her family who owns a skating ring. And she became a superhero after discovering, you know, these old books that contain the work of this scientist codename named Moon Girl.
Okay.
Now, she became a super after her neighborhood was being drained, keep getting blackouts because of a villainess named Aftershock. And that's another thing about like the Moon Girl that so many other Marvel properties sort of felt that they gave her in the show. They gave her her own rogue gallery. You know, like let's see. Like, we have Aftershock.
How does the dinosaur?
Oh, she wanted to know in the books and stuff she found. There was like this schematics for like a teleporter, a dimensional teleporter.
And she teleported a dinosaur?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it called Devil Dinosaur, though?
Oh, his name. Well, his name was like this really long thing, like Flaming Fire Dinosaur that will bring the end of the world, or something like that.
Okay.
And the thing about I really like that, she has like her friend.
Okay.
AC. She's essentially her manager.
Okay.
Essentially managed like her social media, public relations.
She's got a social media account. Oh no.
Yeah. She's in charge of public.
Oh girl, no! You're gonna be cancelled. You're gonna be cancelled. Be careful.
There was an episode similar to that.
Really? She got there was an episode
2.
where she got canceled.
No, not canceled, but she tried to answer to trolls.
Okay.
Because that's the one thing about Moon Girl. She's not perfect.
The trolls. Oh no. No, Moon Girl. How could you? Don't respond.
It's like the lesson in that episode was don't feed the troll. Because essentially in that episode, one of the trolls pretty much said her head was big, too big.
Okay.
And I like how it's like she's like, oh, it doesn't affect me. Then proceed to go behind her manager's back and make this like who knows how hour-long video using science, just to say that her head is average size.
Science rule.
So much like how Napoleon is totally short.
Yeah.
I'm average height for.
I am average size.
So yeah.
You short, bro. You small. You a midget.
Yeah.
No. Well, here's the thing. He's actually is average size, but
I'm making a joke. It's like.
Yeah.
Because that's what the internet would do. Like, Napoleon's like, no, I am not short. And people would just go, nah, you tiny, man. You a midget, bro.
Yeah. And like, yeah, like I said, essentially that, this episode got a lesson like, don't feed the troll.
Okay.
Don't be so competitive all the time. Because that's why Arena says she'd be overly competitive. Like, she was playing Scrabble with her friends and be like, you're already 300 points ahead of us. I can make a longer word. I just need to duct tape more board.
Alright.
I'm watching the little intro cinematic for Rome Total War 2, and I'm looking at it, it's like, man, the Romans are just kicking everybody's ass. There's this Greek guy just watching his home being burned, his people destroyed. And I'm like, man, this is how civilization grows. Let's bring some civilization to these barbarians, Romans.
Yeah, this show.
Good thing you're not a world leader, Matchstick.
This show, like I said, like in background, you see one of the villains, Aftershock.
Alright.
And they're not afraid to go a little wacky with these villains. But you have like Man Baby, Aftershock.
Yes, it's a baby that's a man.
No, a baby went into like his father's lab, got hit by a growth rate and got big. And like they're not afraid to go wacky. Cause it's a very lighthearted show. And also the thing is throughout the show, the narrator is Beyonder.
Beyonder?
Yeah, the Beyonder.
Okay, so yes, the Beyonder is an omnipotent being.
Voiced by Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Lawrence Fishburne? Oh, who's Lawrence Fishburne?
Fishburne, voices the Beyonder.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but essentially the Beyonder his first appearance was in Secret War, the first Secret Wars, where he kidnaps a whole bunch of heroes to do basically an experiment to see whether good or evil is superior.
Okay.
So he kidnaps a bunch of heroes and a bunch of villains and have them battle over a planet. And then the second appearance is him walking around the world to learn about humanity.
Battle Royale.
He's the most 80s looking motherfucker possible.
Oh.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, in this show, his job, he's like, I'm going to study humanity and determine whether or not they deserve to continue to exist.
Okay, Chinggis, have you seen Spider-Man the animated series?
The animated series?
Okay, never mind. Because Secret Wars happens in the last season of Spider-Man the animated series.
Huh.
It's pretty much the closest thing to a finale.
Really? Oh.
Because what happens is that after Secret Wars, it's essentially one of the earliest Spider-Verses.
Really?
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. Okay.
Where Spider-Man and a group of Spider-Men has to defeat Spider Carnage.
Spider Carnage.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man with the Carnage symbiote.
Yeah.
Who's evil.
Okay. Whoa, look at that guy rocking the discos. Let's go.
Yeah. And above him is the Beyonder and Moon Girl.
I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the disco suit. Give him his disco suit again.
Yeah.
Why is he some like red alien? Make him a some guy who came from like the 70s doing disco. You should be dancing.
And it's kind of like that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like that. They're not afraid of being wacky villains. Like you have like the villain, like influencer villainess who just like who steals like. Who use their influence to steal like superhero trinkets.
Okay.
Like she stole Captain America's shield.
Alright.
I mean, by the end of the, Falcon got it back. Then.
Let's go, Sam. Get your shield back. Woo!
Yeah. And then we have like Instantaney Girl.
Instantaney Girl?
Well, that's the thing. They made a joke how like, that's a mouthful. That doesn't sound very good. What about Speedy Girl? And she's like very insistent on Instantaney Girl. And with her ability that she's super fast. She was a sprinter. And then she took this like
the Quickster, who has the ability to run really quick.
And she took like this performance enhancer to
she's roided up on steroids. Sponsor me.
And and she ended up putting Chun-Li to shame.
Okay. Holy well, my goodness. She looks like Squidward eating a Krabby Patty. Everything went to her thighs. Then she's gonna blow up. Squidward, you should be eating all those Krabby Patties. Why? Am I gonna blow up? No! All of it is gonna go directly to your thighs. My thighs. And then you'll blow up.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Woman. Skip leg day.
Lady.
Skip it.
Did you not watch the episode of SpongeBob? You shouldn't be eating all those Krabby Patties at once. You're gonna blow up.
My goodness. Why is she wearing ridiculous hammer pants?
Those aren't hammer pants. Those are just her legs.
No, wait, what? Is that true, comment?
Yes, before she became a villain,
No,
she
that's
cheated.
what we're joking about. Don't you remember the episode? Oh wait, no, never mind. You don't know the episode.
I was saying she cheated. She cheated at a sprinting race by taking a performance enhancer. She got kicked out, then became a super villain.
Oh my goodness. No wonder she got kicked out. It's super obvious.
Thunderlegs, go!
Actually, that would be a better name.
Thunder Thighs.
Fine. Yes.
Thunder Thighs, your villainous ways ends here and now.
But I think my favorite design is Gravitas.
Gravitas?
Yeah, because like I like his villain motivation. He was just robbing a bank one day. Moon Girl wasn't even trying to stop him.
Uh-huh.
But she passed by, causing a crash, and burned all the money.
No, my money that I rightfully stole, you... Moon Girl, I swear revenge on this very day.
Yes, that's exactly what he said. Not exactly. He pretty much said that. He just said like, Moon Girl, I'll devote my days to ending you, to ruining yours.
For this, I'll teach you to steal from me. That was my money. You can't steal from me, Moon Girl. I stole that fair and square.
She didn't steal. He just accidentally caused him to crash while she was trying to go to somewhere else.
You're trying to take what I rightfully stole.
How dare you?
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, with the Beyonder though, in this show, he's trying. He was sent on an assignment to study humanity and determine whether or not they deserve to continue to exist.
Oh, okay. So this is just Shin Ultraman now? Moon Girl,
Like, and it
I'm
comes
so fond of humanity.
Yes, actually, that's kind of what happened. He's like, oh, why do we keep studying these guys? And in that episode, it shows another one of Moon Girl's flaws. Oh,
Okay.
she's very, she trying to speed through things that she's missed the big picture.
Okay.
Like, he was trying to explain why he was here, but he's like, no, I don't have time today. I got other things to do.
Moon Girl, because you didn't listen, humanity is doomed to 100 years of darkness.
More like, you didn't listen to my, look, when you didn't let me finish my song. You're like, wait, I didn't know that. Well, you didn't let me finish my song.
Oh, it's a musical?
Yeah, he had a song.
Wait,
you know,
the show's a musical?
No. He had a
joke.
Yeah, he had an introduction song explaining why he's here and all that. But Moon Girl interrupted him halfway, saying because she don't want to deal with him.
Okay.
Yeah, like overall, it's a fun show. You know, it reminds me of Static Shock a little bit. Well, actually, quite a bit. Because you know, there's like lessons in each episode. Some episodes fun, some more so. My favorite episode is the troll one though, because this kid got every time he tried to do like this cause, trying to promote this cause, he get overlooked because Moon Girl keep coming in. Then Symbiote finds him and turns him to a troll, literally a troll under the bridge.
You gotta pay the troll toll.
And like literally with a phone.
Huh.
And just like troll Moon Girl on her website, calling her Moon Head, Big Head. And the more she responds, the stronger he gets. The more attention he gets, the stronger he becomes. Yeah. And I thought the Wi-Fi, but he's like, yes, I finally strong enough. I can finally get my own wiki page.
I'll get my own wiki page.
Yeah, it's just a fun show. The characters are, quite frankly, her family's wholesome. There's, some good messaging in there.
Okay.
And like, I don't know what. Like I said, like I said, I like Moon Girl. She's but she's likable, you know?
Okay.
She's just a likable kid.
That's good.
That's always, considering right these days, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and she cared about her family and I don't want to spoil too much about the show because there is like there is this like over. It's episodic, but there is this kind of like as it gets going, it starts like a more overarching plot.
Okay.
Discovering, the original Moon Girl's identity.
All right.
Let's see. I was trying to remember. Like I said, it's a good show. It's just fun, okay? And I really, again, I can't. What the? Hold on 1 second.
What? You alright? Uh-oh. Something's going on with Comet. Let's give him a...
I'm suddenly hearing...
What are you hearing?
Oh, something's slowly stopped playing.
Huh. Oh god, Comet's being haunted. Ghosts!
Like, I'm hearing an ad.
An ad? What do you have in the background?
That's weird.
Do you have any... What do you have open right now in the background?
Only your Twitch stream.
Which Twitch stream?
The one right now.
Oh, you're getting ads?
I don't know. You're part of this.
Really?
Okay.
I'm not monetized though. You shouldn't be getting ads.
Oh, I see. I had another Twitch window open.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, one thing I can't stress this. I really like that they gave her own villains, and those are the one-offs, and they actually look, some look interesting. One of the most interesting thing I think I really like is Maine.
Okay.
Essentially, Moon Girl tried to get smooth hair, so she made like a super relaxer.
Okay.
But she didn't make a neutralizer, and her hair ended up falling out and coming to life.
Oh,
and coming back to get revenge because she didn't take care of her hair properly. And it's a bad thing that tried to draw her away.
Okay.
But the thing about that, like, look, if you know, yeah, and I kind of like that episode because it kind of like saying, look, just be proud of the hair you have. And don't do all this relaxer stuff.
Okay.
Because, like, let me tell you, the relaxers are toxic.
Why are you putting relaxers in your hair then?
Because some people want straight hair.
Do you use relaxers? Do you use relaxers?
No.
Oh, that's a really oddly specific moral of the lesson of the day there. Remember, moral of the day, kids. Don't use relaxers.
Well, no, you understand. Relaxers, like, I was watching, I was just remembering that, this documentary that Chris Rock did one time. So, like, relaxers, like, the stuff in relaxers, like, you put it in put that stuff on chicken breast, it burns through the chicken breast.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, that's quite an oddly specific moral of the day, dear. Remember, Moon Girl, don't use relaxers.
Yeah.
That's quite an oddly specific lesson to learn.
It was one.
Moon Girl, what did I tell you? Don't use relaxers!
It's more like just be glad. It's a lesson that's kind of like be glad what you have.
Okay.
That type of thing. But like I said, overall, there's not much else without spoiling much. But I really like this show.
What's your favorite episode?
And it's really good because it's fun.
What's your favorite episode?
That's a good question. My favorite episode.
Yeah.
I would have to say. When she try to the troll episode, I would have to say.
Troll, you gotta pay the troll toll.
Yeah, essentially, you know, I think we can stand to learn from that episode. You know, just ignore the troll. Don't feed the troll.
You gotta pay the troll toll to enter the boy's hole.
Unless you just make the troll stronger, or in the case of this episode, literally make the trolls stronger.
Yeah, because you're all you're doing is just paying the troll toll to enter the boy's hole. God damn it! No one gets a It's Always Sunny reference.
I thought you were making a Dora the Explorer reference.
What? Comment, did you not hear what I said? You gotta pay the troll toll to enter the boy's hole. Does that sound like something you would hear on Dora the Explorer?
Oh,
Comment.
I didn't hear that last part.
What do you mean you didn't hear the last part? I said pretty specifically. You gotta pay the troll toll to enter the boy's hole. It's an Always Sunny reference when Charlie put up his play, and because to get the waitress to marry him.
Oh. Okay, I never.
Man, people are so.
I never saw Sunny.
People are so uncultured these days. I swear, you people are so uncultured nowadays.
I haven't seen much. I know of Always Sunny, but I haven't actually seen many episodes myself.
God damn it, Matchstick.
Wait, I did see a Summer Sunny, but only Danny DeVito scenes.
Yeah, he's in the show. Danny DeVito, Frank Reynolds.
I was thinking of the exact same thing every time you said you have to pay the troll's toll.
You gotta pay the troll's toll to enter the boy's hole. Alright. Oh god, hold on real quick. So far right now, when I'm building the aerial, there's this part of the chess piece that nothing's really tabbing in, which means I have to get some other parts to literally keep things together. I hate that. That's poo-poo. That's a load of poo-poo head. You're a poo-poo head. I don't like that. I don't like this whole thing where, oh, you gotta nothing's tapping in until you put everything else together. It's like, oh, great, now you tell me that. So, yay. All right.
So the Moon Girl show. It's perfect. Let's throw a party.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's party.
Yeah, but you know what's about? But the fact is pretty good. It's like, wow.
Oh, hey, Ray. You're home from work? Nice.
I just hope it doesn't get canceled.
You hate people? I hate people too, Ray. People are cringe. We should just not talk to anyone anymore. Talking to people is cringe.
We need to replace everyone with robots.
Exactly.
Robots are even more cringe because they claim that they're logical, and then when you take away their batteries, they get really vengeful for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dumb robots claiming to be all logical and stuff. Bullshit. Stupid robots, you make us look bad.
Booga booga booga.
Alright. Well, we are already halfway through the show and Nick is still not here, I swear. What is going on? I see him online right now. Xenonick, come on.
Nick's gonna make his entrance. He's gonna make his as we start.
Hold on, I gotta tell him right now, though. Second. What's happening? What's wrong with the keyboard? What is happening? What's happening on my keyboard here? What's going on? Hold on, give me a second. What's happening here? What's wrong with my keyboard?
Oh, I forgot about that, villain.
There we go. Come on, keyboard, type with me. We're on the second. Last topic of the night. Where you at, man? Come on. We're literally at the halfway point of the show. Because we're gonna talk a lot about Bumblebee. Where are you, man? Xenonic, get your behind in here, man. Xenonic, I see you online. I see you online, man. I swear. If tomorrow, if he's fucking late to Sonic IDW again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a little
Calling
mad.
us.
Oh, what was that?
Calling us.
True.
Go about him. If he wants to be late, then he should suffer the consequences.
You shall suffer the consequences. Yeah.
Nick strikes me as the kind of man who will be late to his own funeral.
Well, first he has to fake his own death.
He'll be late at faking his own death too.
I think it. I wouldn't be surprised that he just can't say no to things. That's his problem.
Well, anyways, we are on our second to last topic of the night. We are already at a halfway point, second last topic, and he's not here. If he's not here by the time we're done with Resident Evil, then we're just gonna talk Bumblebee without him. Alright, speaking of Matchstick, you...
I'm done. Go talk about Bumblebee without him.
Alright. No, but seriously, you have been on a Resident Evil train for like the past few weeks now.
I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, and he's gonna bring me in.
I've already brought you in.
What game?
Well, yeah.
Wait, what game are you guys playing now?
6.
6?
6.
Alright.
It's supposed to be the bad one. It's supposed to be the worst.
Well, is it the worst so far?
We're starting next week.
Ah, you're starting next week. Okay.
Wait, isn't Cole? I thought Cole Veronica was considered the worst.
It's a competition.
Okay. Not. Can you verify?
Some people. Code Veronica is the most polarizing game of the series. 6 is considered the worst. You know, because 6 was just the period of time where Capcom just wasn't feeling it anymore.
Ah.
I see.
Well, what makes Code Veronica so... Well, I guess we could talk about Code Veronica whenever you get to that. But like... Well, anyways, but you are talking about the original Resident Evil, the one where everything started all up from.
Yeah. So, I've only played... So you know how Resident Evil, for like the first 2 games, is like, you get 2 routes of like, Chris and Jill. I decided to just do Jill's route.
Okay.
So maybe I probably won't. I'll probably just look up Chris's route on YouTube, the cutscenes.
Ah.
Because the gameplay is basically just mostly the same.
Okay.
But Resident Evil starts with there's some murders on the outskirts of Raccoon City. And you are part of the STARS units, the Special Rescue and Tactics Service.
Alright.
And you have been sent in to investigate the disappearance of a STARS Bravo team. And in the middle of it, you find zombies. And you're like, fuck. Fuck me. Fuck you. I am out of here. Let's take cover in this shady ass mansion.
Shady ass mansion.
Eventually, on Jill's route, you end up with Jill, Barry, and Wesker. You and Barry go into poke around, and then when you go back, Wesker's gone, and so it's just you, Jill. So it's just Jill Valentine and Barry Burton against a whole
lot
mansion against Yeah, a whole lot of zombies amongst other things,
Ah,
like giant spiders.
ew.
This is really my first fixed camera angle Resident Evil game. And it's quite interesting. It's basically just one. It's kind of like a collection of puzzles. It's basically I basically just say it's a puzzle game.
Okay.
Resident Evil is just, you know, one puzzle after another. With a slight bit of combat, but I'd say it's more of a puzzle game than an action game. That's how I describe it. The survival horror aspect, it just feels more like a puzzle game. Where most of the Spencer Ranch mansion rooms are filled with one type of puzzle or another, and it's kind of a weird experience that you really have to just play to find out. Hello.
Oh, there he is. Man of the hour.
But throughout the Spencer Mansion, you find a lot of the puzzles can also vary on quality and ease.
Okay.
But I'd say for the most part they're pretty fun. A lot of challenging ones in there, but overall I have fun with them. I say the best parts for the opening was the Spencer Mansion itself. You also go to this sort of the woods outside of Spencer Mansion, sort of like a guest house area called the Residence, and you also get to. Does everybody know the basic story of Resident Evil?
Zombies.
I mean, we have gotta. I mean, we pretty much know, you know.
Zombies created by some shady corporation.
Zombies, horror, the conspiracy, and a whole lot of rockets.
And everything's all started when a bunch of elitists got high on eugenics.
Yeah, you guys just basically summed it. You know, Albert Wesker. Albert Wesker is like one of the biggest known faces in video villainy. So I'm like, I mean, you know, it's one of the big twists is that he's the villain, and like,
hold on, real quick.
Everybody knows he's the villain, so there's not much of a twist there.
Keep talking. I'm just gonna go do something real quick. My gunpla just wounded me. I'm bleeding. Keep talking though.
He just gave offering.
Man, the aerial is.
It didn't wound you. It made you give you offering to the gunpla gods.
Blood for the blood gods, skull for the skull throne. Sorry.
No, I was about to say, like, you know, half my gunpla collection already contains like my blood, so I made ritualistic pacts with all of them.
I've got to say, no blood here.
Nope.
Look at me. So I'm just gonna kind of there is one twist in there that I think might actually surprise some people, but aside from that, I'm just gonna say the vague plot line. You know, you're Jill Valentine. You go in. Wesker's a traitor. He's part of Umbrella. You fight a tyrant at the end. Yada yada yada. You free Chris Redfield. But I'd say one of the things that stand out most in this game aside from the puzzle aspect, is the graphics, which is for 2002. This is probably the be all end all for just art design in video games. Because holy shit, the Spencer Mansion looks amazing. So what they were able to do for the 3D graphics back in the day were kind of mid compared to now. And how the Resident Evil guys got around this to make the games look as amazing as they did was use 2D backgrounds and set the cameras in fixed positions. And while the character models are 3D, it's set up in a 2D environment, so they could fix the lighting a lot better, and the art design could be a lot better than the 3D designs that they would have back then. And it looks amazing. The gothic atmosphere, it feels like you're going through like Arkham Asylum. So spooky and creepy. This one, the thing about Resident Evil 1 is that it's so simplistic that there's not too much for me to commentate on. Like it does one job really, really well. Like the story is incredibly simple. You know, you fight through the monsters, you kick their ass. There's like a few tiny twists, but most people should be able to see them coming. The art design is amazing. The puzzles are really good. I haven't played Chris's route, but I know Chris and Jill do have some differences that I know of. They have a support character they get sometimes throughout the game. Jill's being Barry and Chris is being Rebecca. Jill gets a rocket launcher. Chris gets a flamethrower. Jill has more item slots and a lockpick. While Chris gets more health and a permanent
lighter.
A lighter, yes, lighter. Thank you. Item slot. I think there's a few more differences, but that's basically it. The general environments are the same from what I know. So there's not too much difference there. The bosses, again, are pretty small but fun. A lot of the time they have a bit more a weakness that you have to exploit, or you can just shoot them a whole bunch and they die from it. I do like the survival aspect of it. Like Resident Evil is very good at making you plan things out. Even in the RE4 remake, you're constantly trying to think of, okay, what type of enemies will I encounter? What equipment should I use? How many item slots do I have available? Should I use have more for ammo? Have more for key items? Should I have like a health spray, or stuff like that? It's very good at having you sit there and plan things out, like the route you'll take, how to avoid the zombies there. And one of the interesting things about zombies in this one, which I found very anxiety-giving, is the Crimson Heads. You see, you kill a zombie once, they go down. But zombies, they raise from the dead. These zombies raise from the dead 3 times, and the 3rd time they raise from the dead is when they come back as Crimson Heads, which are glass cannons that will run at you fast and kill you faster than a normal zombie. They're an asshole to fight in combat, and the only way to kill you can kill them normally with guns. They have less health than a normal zombie, but are more difficult to take out because of their speed and ferocity. But you can also burn a zombie using a lighter fluid and a lighter.
Okay.
Or you're able to shoot them in the head.
Woo.
With RNG and blow it up.
What's the Magnum? Sorry.
Yeah, a Magnum is very likely to blow up a zombie's head. But you really got to be careful about which zombies to do and which ones that you feel like you can avoid, because you don't want to be fighting a Crimson Head. Crimson Heads are fucking assholes.
I hate Crimson Heads.
Yeah. It really makes you feel like, again, what should you? I forgot. I decided not to leave a to burn a zombie body. So should I bring like a whole bunch of I'm running low on shotgun ammo. So should I bring a shotgun and use up that ammo, or should I use a lot of my pistol ammo that I have? It's good to think of it. It's these Resident Evil games are really good at making you think like that just throughout the whole series. But overall, I'd say the weakest part is the actual laboratory. It's okay by comparison, but I think that really a lot of the effort was put into Spencer Mansion. And the bosses are okay. Not the greatest thing in the world, but pretty fun. The enemies aren't. I don't think the enemies are really the highlight of the game. I feel like that this is more the enemies or the story. I feel like it's more of the atmosphere and the puzzles.
Right.
Overall, I had a fun time. I give it an A+.
A+.
It was a really good game. I had a lot of fun. Anybody else play this game? Can add a little bit of their commentary.
I did.
What'd you think of it, Colin?
It's good. I played the Chris campaign.
You played the Chris campaign?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to punch any boulders.
Ah. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good game. You know, good start to the. You know, you want to get into the Resident Evil series, you can start there, and work your way through this other remakes.
I'd ask, Mashtik. Probably
yes?
probably not a fair comparison, but how does this game hold up compared to everything that came afterwards, including all the remakes that came out recently? How does this compare to all those other games?
It's so different from the rest of them. It's very much the same, but it's imagine a sliding scale, and RE2 is in the middle, RE4 is on one end, and the RE remake is on the one end, from survival to action. This does the action, not the action, the survival so fucking well. And it's very good at its own job. I feel like it's the best at the survival aspect out of all of the games.
Okay.
But I feel like in terms of quality, I feel like it is in the top definitely top 3 RE games for me. along with the RE2 remake and RE4/RE4 remake.
All right.
It just does its job really, really well.
All right. Nice. Would you ever think of coming back to this game?
Some years later. I prefer my personal cup of tea is more of the action games. So I might go back to this as maybe like a Chris campaign, but not anytime soon.
Okay. All right then. Fair enough.
So, Changus, now, do you guys have any commentary about it?
I don't think I'm a fair opinion, because I remember I was streaming it for a bit, and then ultimately it just wasn't my personal cup of tea when it came to like the game. That's about it. I didn't get a chance to like go through through it like you did, so I don't think I'm a fair opinion. But well, you not.
This was the first game I've ever played on the GameCube.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
It's been my favorite ever since.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Well, there you go. All right then.
But in fact, it's my favorite remake. Period.
Really? Okay.
Because with all of them coming out recently, I just have to look back at like the original RE remake and just like watching something that really did need an update, like the original Resident Evil, where it's still fun to play if you're willing to go back and play the PlayStation game, but there's a lot of limitations to it. Like there's like the lighting, it's a bit too bright, which it's supposed to, it was be that way. We wouldn't have gotten, lighting wouldn't have been a big thing until we got around to like Silent Hill. So the environments are very bright. The pre-rendered backgrounds are very impressive. But like, it's still, it is that kind of game where it's like you look at that, and then you look at like what was going on with the GameCube, and you realize, wow, we jumped so far from what like 3D animation was that this just kind of looks primitive by default. And so it's like the Resident Evil remake it's a refresh by something, by people that kind of understood what it took to create the original game. Just all the consideration is there, all the care was there. And it's something that's made better for it. I love the I just love this. I love this game.
Okay. Nice. Alright. Well, there you go. That's like, but the eyes have it. Then people recommend this game, so there you go. I don't remember how much I got it on Steam when I was first trying, streaming it. How much is it now? I'm gonna look that up real quick. How much is Resident Evil now? Original Resident Evil. Come here. Hiya. I can check real quick. Let's see here. Store page. Come on, Steam. Show me what we're looking at. $20. So there we go. $20. Right now on Steam. Okay. So
Look, Shangus, right now I'd recommend looking up the site. Is there any deal?
Is there any deal? Well, man,
yeah, and then looking up Resident Evil on there, you'll probably find it.
Well, man, I already have the game, so I'm just trying to see how much it costs now. Okay, let's see. What's the site called?
Is there any deal?
Is there any deal? All right.
You heard it here, folks. Whether $20 or lower, you can get Resident Evil 1, the Resident Evil remake, far cheaper than Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Oh yeah.
I am interested in getting that game. I'll wait for it to get on sale. What I've heard is that it's not optimized and it's a repetitive game, but in terms of actual representation of the actual Tolkien lore, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but if it's not really a good game, then I don't know.
I've been playing it. Don't waste your money.
It's like, oh man, the story is great, but it's like, okay, but the experience, to to see that story firsthand is apparently poo-poo. So I don't know. I don't think that's really worth it.
Here's the thing, Ching. I disagree with that. There are games that have fantastic story that you're willing to deal with the BS. Like, there are things where you deal with BS in video games all the time, and just to enjoy it. Like, fighting games is not like, there are games where you have to breach through like a dense wall to really enjoy it, and to enjoy like the nuances of the gameplay. But others is like, you have to deal with the BS of the gameplay is weaker, but the story is good. Like Spec Ops: The Line. It's not a good shooter game. But if you put it on easy...
Really? Because Nick and Not were recommending it.
Spec Ops: The Line,
no, the two of them recommended
in terms of gameplay...
Dude, check us, you gotta play Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah, but you know why you want to play Spec Ops: The Line? It's not the gameplay. It's the story behind it.
But that's not a fair comparison, because even though Spec Ops: The Line's gameplay is basic, it works. Problem with Gollum is that fundamentally it's not the technical issues. It's just the fact that the game was not made in any way that works. Like a lot of it just feels like a slog to play through. I've been playing through it. It's like nothing about the mechanics. Nothing about the mechanics excite me. Gollum, despite the game being named after him,
he's not even
in his own game.
Oh, was that? You kind of cut out there or not?
But Gollum, despite the game being named after him, he is a secondary character in his own game. So it's not really.
Really?
The story really isn't interested in its pivotal protagonist. Yeah.
What does the story focus on then?
The man who enslaved him, the Candleman, his dealings with the mouth of Sauron and his daughter who was trying to betray him. That's the main so far, that is the main focus of the story. Everything with Gollum just seems secondary.
Huh.
So, like, it's not so far that Gollum as a game is just like, oh, you know, the gameplay is really bland. Work, period. And this story doesn't even feel worth it because it doesn't really care about its main character, which should be a selling point in and of itself. Because Gollum is a beloved character.
Gollum's $50.
I am at this stage where I am just gonna learn about it myself. It's not.
Alright.
Okay. I find that fair, but I'm just saying, like,
okay. So here's the thing. So, have you played Star Fox Zero? Like
Star Fox Zero? No.
Yeah, okay, so I played it when it came out, right? And I loved it when I played of it. And you know people don't like it, why? There was two big factors.
Okay.
One, it was Star Fox 64. Again, same events, doesn't expand the story. And two, the control scheme. And the control scheme is like, it's essentially you drive using the sticks like a normal, but because it was the Wii U, you use the Wii motion pad to you shift it to do more aiming with the reticle. And people did not like that control scheme and were complaining ad nauseum about it. And I just found the control scheme fine. It's like something you have to get used to, much like other types of games that had more complex control setups.
So you're saying if a game is bad control-wise?
No, I'm just saying.
Story's good.
I'm just saying it's like I have just grown. I have just grown to is that gamers. Sometimes gamers are not. I don't trust people when it comes to game recommendations. Like people talk about like Red Dead Redemption, the first one. I stopped because I didn't like the control scheme, and you couldn't map it. I thought that control was very clunky, and I played it. Then again, I played it years after it came out, and that was my first Rockstar game.
Huh.
So.
Well, I understand where you're coming from. All I'm just saying is, even beside all that, there's very little you get in this package. Like, if I were to tell you, like, oh, you know, there's a great story here, you know, you just have to you just have to, you know, go through a very basic, uninspired controls. That's still not the thing. It's you're given very little for so much worth. You know, for so much worth that you have to get. You have to give.
Like, the studio did develop. If I remember correctly, it's the studio that did like a goblin sneaking game for I can't remember, like Strix like stealth game, and I did not like that one. I actually refunded it, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people don't like it. It's like it was an obscure studios that just happened to have got this license.
I was actually interested in playing the game because the studio itself made a lot of point and click adventure games. Like they've made a series called Deponia.
Huh.
That had very like LucasArts style adventure game written on it, and I'm like, oh, it feels a bit more in line with that. With, of course, a lot of like the things I've come to know and love about the Lord of the Rings series. But no, it's like I can't even recommend this just as a fan. It feels so insulting and so lazy. Considering the fact that you have to pay more money just to get the appendix, the appendix.
What do you mean by appendix?
What do you call it? You know, like in other games where whenever there's a need to see more information, there's usually like, oh, you get a log, and that log contains like information to learn about this character and why they're so important to this world and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Basically,
you have to pay for that?
Behind a paywall?
You have to pay for that.
Why?
Yes.
That sounds stupid.
It's stupid. And not only that, like it's formatted it's formatted like an amateur high schooler.
Huh.
And also they locked away the option to have the elves speak in Sumerian.
Wait, you don't hear the elves speak in their language?
Unless you pay money.
Really? So if you want to hear elves speak Elvish, you gotta pay extra.
Well, if you started off with that, then I would agree with you more. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like this game just doesn't feel like it was made with good intentions in mind. And
wow.
And like, there's nothing, there's nothing sweet you can get from breaking off the skin of the fruit. It's just, you're just getting something bitter, not worthwhile in this package.
Wow. Damn. Well, not gonna lie though, part of me's a tiny bit tempted, but I don't know.
Still get it, but it's gonna be months.
Anyways, there's a whole tangent just because we're talking about game prices. Anyways, is there any deal? I don't know if there's anything about Resident Evil the remake, but it does have, just the original Resident Evil. Like, not the remake, the original one. And it's like, there's some sites here, but like the average price, they said it's like about like $11. The lowest you'll get is like $6. So there's that. So yeah. Alright, Charlie. Worst Unicron penis? My god, man. Please. You were promised? Well, we'll get to it. It's just that someone here was running late, man. No offense. But you were running a little late. Everything alright, Nick?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright then. Alright. Well, in that case then, well, now that we have Charlie's wonderful commentary there. Thank you very much, Charlie. Alright. Now that that's all said and done, we can now finally get on to what we're here for. Took us only about 2.5 hours, but here we are. finally, we can talk about the main star of the show. And it's the last thing. Alright, here we go. Yay! This is what we came here for. We came here to talk about Transformers. No, I'm not saying that your guys' topics aren't interesting. You know, maybe I'll check out Moon Girl, and Devil Dinosaur, and all those other shows. But like, this is technically what I pretty much advertise the stream as. We're here for this, Transformers, the good one. That's what I call it. It's Bumblebee, Transformers, the good one. It's about time.
No, it was okay. It was on there, Chance. It was just under Resident Evil H2 Remastered. And the lowest we can get right now is on a place called E-Tail Market, and it's $15. Games Planet US does it also for $15, just like a cent higher.
Okay. All right then. All right.
At the bed now.
Are you gonna have the bed now comment? All right. Have a good night comment. All right. So here we go. Bumblebee, the good Transformers show. After 2 slogs, we're finally here at a good one. All right. So, real quick. Let me just put some stuff away so that way I can fully concentrate my attention on Transformers. Ariel, you'll have to wait until probably like after the stream, so that way I could build you while watching the new Gundam episode, whenever that comes out later tonight. All right. Anyways, Bumblebee, the good one. So, this is the 6th overall live-action Transformers movie. And my god, it took us 6 tries to finally get a good one. Jesus. What happened? Alright, so basically, no, I'm not gonna lie, this one, I didn't write any notes for it, because this was the one movie that I felt I need to write any notes, because I actually had a fun time watching this movie, unlike, the last 2 Transformers movies we watched. Those were not very fun. Especially the last one, that was not fun. But this one, this was fun.
Changes while watching Bumblebee. It's like, is this the emotion you humans call joy?
Finally, some good fucking food. So let me just give little tiny like little cliff notes on like some of the background of this movie and all that before we jump right in. All right. So the Bumblebee movie. So this is the 6th overall live-action Transformers movie. This came out in 2018. This movie came out literally the year after the worst of the Transformers movies. Gee, I wonder why this movie didn't really do so well when it came to money. I wonder. Who knows? Maybe it's not a good idea to release this movie after the worst one, like a year afterwards. But it did, unfortunately. So that's why, unfortunately, this movie did not make much. This is, by far, the lowest grossing Transformers live-action movie. It is still considered, a success. It didn't make its money back, but compared to even the 2007 Transformers movie, this underperformed. So that's arguably why Rise of the Beast you see Rise of the Beast focusing a lot more on like the action side and stuff when it comes to like its marketing, because they want, the money. They want the blockbuster bucks as that the original 2007 Transformers made. But we'll get to that next week when we're gonna talk about our like feelings and thoughts about Rise of the Beast before it actually comes out. But so basically, this movie technically underperformed compared to everything else that came before when it came to Transformers movies. So it is technically a success, but in Paramount and Hasbro's eyes, this was a failure. And yet this failure is the best one out of all the 6 movies. What the hell? Fucking... my gosh. Alright, so... another thing we have to take note is that Bumblebee movie is special because, No more is Michael Bay. Michael Bay is gone. At least when it comes to directing, he's still an executive. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, wing ding, the witch is dead. The witch is dead.
The witch is dead. So
Can you feel that brand new day?
Can you feel the brand new day? So Michael Bay is gone as director. He's still an executive producer. Michael Bay is also still an executive producer for Rise of the Beast, but executive producer doesn't mean jack shit, okay? You're literally an over-glorified bank account. You know, Lorenzo can say whatever fucking bullshit he thinks is reasonable that comes out his sorry excuse of a mouth. None of that matters at the end of the day. And we'll talk about the marketing of Rise of the Beast next week, but like, no matter what Lorenzo says, doesn't really matter. He's just a big bank account to fund the movie. That's all executive producers really are at the end of the day.
All a producer can just say is, hey, can you say that like that character is Jetfire, but that's not Jetfire. Yeah, but can you say it?
If you don't, we're not gonna pay for your movie. Okay, fine. Jeez. So that's really what it boils down to. But an executive producer overall doesn't have, that much control over the movie. So instead, who do we got instead of Michael Bay? We got, who the hell is this guy? What is his name? Travis Knight. What has he done? Oh, Kubo and the Two Strings. What do you know? Ooh, I like that movie. So this movie is directed by Travis Knight, the main guy for movies like Kubo and the Two Strings, Coraline, Paranorman, I guess is also a thing. I didn't watch Paranorman, but Travis Knight is best known for his animated movies for Laika, which I believe he is a founding member of.
So his father is a founding member.
Oh, his father.
His father is what was it? His father is Jeff Knight, who was also the founder of Nike.
Really?
Yes. A movie that came out just recently. A movie came out recently. Air is about sort of his time as like president and CEO. When they struck the Air Jordan deal.
Who was playing Phil in that movie? Was it Ben?
Yeah, it was Ben Affleck.
So Ben Affleck plays the dad of the director of this movie.
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. I did not know that was an actual thing. Travis Knight was the son of the guy who founded Nike. Dang. Alright. But so basically Travis Knight, best known for I do know Travis Knight is at least he is the CEO of Laika, but he is best known for his projects for the animation studio Laika, hence all these animated movies. So this is actually Travis Knight's first live action movie, and I have to say, for a first live action movie, hey, not bad. I definitely, so I want to say right off the bat, I definitely believe that Travis Knight's experience as an animator was ultimately for the benefit of this movie. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. So Travis Knight has experience working with, things that don't exist, but making you feel for things that don't exist. So his experience as an animator definitely was for the betterment of this movie. So there's that. So the other thing you need to know about this movie production wise, before we jump into a quick recap and stuff, is that this movie is was kind of in a weird spot after last night. So last night happened, and we know what an unmitigated fucking disaster that movie was. Jeebus almighty. I cannot stress how much I hate that movie. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it is unbelievable just how bad that movie really is. I felt absolutely nothing watching that movie. You can watch that movie. You can watch our whole stream about that on YouTube now. So there we go. So after last night, and the whole writers' room that Hasbro put together was scrapped because of the failure of last night, they decided, well, shit, what do we do? Because it turns out actually that while yes, the last night was the first and last product of the writers' room, at the end of the day, the writers' room still produced several ideas, little concepts here and there that is still being used today. Hell, Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast are, you could say, I wouldn't say the product, but they are the afterthoughts of the writers' room that Hasbro scrapped. So before the last night, the writers' room pitched the concept of, well, what about a Bumblebee movie? And the whole thing is, oh, well, this Bumblebee movie is going to feature, our titular favorite character, the yellow bug himself, Bumblebee, everyone's favorite kid-friendly character who says, I'll burn you so bad you wish you fucking died as a child. Our heroes. That's right. I'm not letting that go. That was a line that Bumblebee just straight up said. Our hero right there. So they're like, oh, okay, we'll laugh on a Bumblebee movie. This features our favorite child-friendly hero, Bumblebee, and it's a prequel. It's a prequel to everything that came before. It's a prequel to the 2007 movie. So basically, Bumblebee's on Earth before 2007. And then, basically, after that, we could just do whatever the fuck we want with it. Pretty much. There is some stuff that still, so, because of that, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry, let me get back on track. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So Bumblebee was initially pitched as a prequel, and so after the last night, they were working on Bumblebee movie, and for a good while, actually, like a really good chunk, decently into Bumblebee's production, it was made in mind with the idea of being a prequel to the 2007 movie, and therefore, all the other movies as well. So, ideas they had was like, oh, well, Megatron, he's gonna be like a post-credits teaser where he's gonna be frozen in Sector 7 under Hoover Dam, because, 2007, he was frozen in Hoover Dam. Bumblebee, he wasn't even gonna come to Cybertron in this, there was gonna be a whole scene where he comes from Cybertron and all that. He actually was just gonna be here on Earth since, World War II, doing God knows what. Until this movie. Between World War II, so as we established last night, Bumblebee was in World War II for some reason, and between that and here, he was just doing who knows what. There is concept art, there is concept art of Bumblebee literally fleeing for his life in the Vietnam War.
So folks were born with silver spoon in their mouth.
There's concept art of Bumblebee fucking fleeing from his life because the Viet Cong are trying to kill him.
Hold on, I need
Is there a concept art of Bumblebee coming back from the plane just to have some dirty hippie spit on his feet?
Bumblebee. No wonder why Bumblebee hated humanity. Yeah, because he was a non-veteran, but no, they're like, no, we don't like you, Bumblebee. So there was that. There was actually a deleted scene where it was supposed to be the original opening to a Bumblebee movie, where pretty much Bumblebee's just on Earth between World War II and now. He's just been hiding from humanity, doing God knows what. Apparently, he was being hunted by the Viet Cong or something. I don't know, and pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
just gonna post this.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. That's the concept art. Hold on, let me show this on stream too. Look at this. This is amazing. Well, now it ain't me. I ain't unfortunate son.
I would love to see an animatic Bumblebee running through the rice fields. Hit Kong.
This is amazing.
I want to see Bumblebee in the fucking bamboo cave.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, I got Comedy series. Comedy series. Wow, the John McCain experience.
I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention that. I want to be president. Oh my god. So yeah, like just pretty much between World War II and the Bumblebee movie, he was like, I don't know, gonna be hunted by like the Viet Cong or something, and then because of that, Bumblebee straight up just says in the original opening, humanity doesn't deserve to exist. Like, I hate humanity now. So the original concept was pretty much, Bumblebee was gonna, like, because of everything that he went through, like, in the Vietnam War, he just hates humanity now because they're hunting him. And then now, the whole thing is, him and Charlie, he's gonna learn to like humanity, which I guess they're taking that idea for Optimus Now and Rise of the Beast, but okay, whatever. We'll talk about that next week. I promise. Take a drink. Let's play a drinking game. Every time I say we'll talk about that next week, take a shot. You'll be dead by the end of the night. And we got quite a bit to talk about next week, for better or worse. So basically, originally gonna be a prequel, but then, like halfway through the production, all of a sudden they decided, I don't want this to be a prequel anymore. No. Let's just reboot it. Reboot everything. Okay. And so they did. They rebooted everything. So, I think this will help tie into the recap, which I guess we'll do right now. So, a little quick recap. So, basically, Bumblebee is coming from Cybertron to Earth after Decepticons are, pretty much taking over Cybertron. And so now we could talk about this, and this does tie into the production about how Bumblebee changed into being a reboot. Despite what Lorenzo says, fuck you, Lorenzo. The opening sequence. So, let me set the stage here, okay? So imagine you're a Transformers fan, and you're kind of skeptical about Bumblebee, right? And all of a sudden, the opening starts playing. You hear music and stuff like bum 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 bum. Okay, so it's like a bit like a big action set piece. So like kind of like what you're typically used to, big action set piece for Transformers. And all of a sudden, you see some metal planet. Lasers are shooting everywhere, and you just see a big bright white letter say Cybertron. Oh, what's happening here? And you see the robots. Oh, what's happening here? And then you see Optimus Prime. Whoa! What's happening here? Everyone looks new. Well, or you could say old. Huh?
Well, it's like, oh, finally, there's colors.
There's color. So all of a sudden, you see this whole Cybertron sequence where everyone is like in a very G1 inspired design, but in the live action aesthetic, and it's like, whoa, what is happening here? Oh my gosh, Soundwave's there. He looks like holy shit, he's talking with the vocoder or filter over his voice. Decepticons attack. Oh my gosh, Shockwave sounds like Corey Burton. Destroy the launch pad. Let none escape. Holy shit, that's the Seekers. They look kind of like how they do in G1. What is happening? And that, my friends, is when every Transformers fan nutted in joy and ecstasy. So, fun thing, the Cybertron sequence in that opening was solely meant to pretty much just establish, hey, this is a reboot. This is not connected to anything else. At least in the softest way as possible. Maybe events similar to what happened before could still happen, but as far as we know, this is a completely new universe. All of a sudden, designs are different. It's a completely different Cybertron. Everyone looks kind of like how they do in G1. And the thing is, that sequence was actually added at the last minute. That was actually a last minute crunch thing. So, that is one negative thing I could say about that sequence. No, it was just unfortunately animators were crunched to animate that whole opening sequence. It you could say it paid off in the end, but still, I don't like it when I hear the animators they were crunched over time, not really much pay. It's like, oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. But I guess at the end of the day, though, it ultimately served its purpose, and it's like, hey, this is interesting. So right off the bat, it's a much needed refreshing take from everything we saw, and going from there, you get the rest of the Bumblebee movie. Now, we did talk about this, and Nick. We talked about this last night. Wait, well, no, not last night. Thursday night. Which is, and I do want to address this too, which is what you guys said. There is this. The whole opening sequence of the Cybertron for this Bumblebee movie is both kind of a blessing and a curse in a sense, because the whole Bumblebee movie is amazing. It's great. But there's this mentality going on with like a bunch of Transformers fans who feel, oh, just watch the opening sequence and then that's it. You don't have to watch the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie fucking blows. It sucks. It's poo-poo ass. Garbage. It's like, why? Oh. So, the whole opening sequence, it's fan service at the end of the day. Like, everyone looks like their G1 on designs. Everything's, colorful and all that. It's like the dream, live action sequence that every Transformers fan, dreamt of in their nights. It's their wet dreams. And that's cool and all. But then people, for some reason, they just say, oh, they just dismiss the rest of the movie. Like, oh, who cares about the human characters? We don't need to see what happens between Bumblebee and Haley Steinfeld. Who cares about them? All we care about is Optimus Prime kicking robot ass. And it's like, that's really a shame, because the whole point of the movie, with Bumblebee and his relationship with Haley Steinfeld's character, that's the heart of the movie. That's the core of the movie. That's the heart. It's literally Iron Giant. No, I'm serious. Bumblebee movie is literally just the best live action adaptation of the Iron Giant. I'm not joking about that. Like, why do you want to miss out on that?
I think it comes from I think it comes from just the people. The people who always likes to repeat the same statement, like, oh, why can't we have less human characters? Let's just focus on the robots.
But the whole point of, I don't know, but I feel like I don't really agree with that, because even in the beginning of Transformers, the whole point is humans are an integral part of Transformers. You can't just, like, yes, you can't. We know we can tell stories without humans, but they're still an important part. Like, at least, especially with this movie, you can't just ignore the human characters.
Like, I told you guys last night. One of my favorite parts was Blitzwing's introduction. Because you're Bumblebee, and he's being pelted by John Cena. And like, you think, oh, that's the bad thing that's gonna happen here. No, it gets worse. Blitzwing just comes out of nowhere, and like, what do you call it? And like Bumblebee can only just speak one word. What was it? Like, run.
Tell me where your friends are hiding. I'll never talk. Is that right? Well, then let's make it official.
Like, what was so great about that one scene is just there wasn't such a bombardment of many different like Decepticons whose name I may not know. And like, there's no overload of just characters on a screen. It's the introduction of one villain just showing the audience is like, oh, this is why the Decepticons should be feared. It's because they're scary. They are merciless. They're merciless killers. And it's such a perfect introduction. What I love about it.
Yeah. I remember you said that you think maybe people have a different mindset about this movie if they just opened that up and like Cybertron scene was like maybe like put somewhere else in the movie.
Like if during the time where like Bumblebee shuts down, I think that would have been a perfect time to just start like showing off the Cybertron scene. This is the last thing Bumblebee remembers. Just him being sent out by Optimus down to Earth and feeling like, in the end he feels sad and alone because essentially he believed that, oh, did we lose the war? And then the next time he wakes up, it's like, oh, he's being cared after by a girl. By front loading it with the nostalgia play, like it's pretty good, to try to bring in like fans going like, oh look, we're very faithful. Look, it's everyone's favorite characters. They're all on screen. Look, and they're all, presented in such a way where, they got color. They're all distinct from one another. It's like you get that overload at the beginning that that everyone who loves Transformers, will cheer at, be like, yeah, and then they shut it off because it's like they think to themselves like, okay, I got everything I need. I'm good. I'm like, but I think to myself, it's like, well, not the biggest fan. Like, I want to learn a lot about Transformers, but I generally came into this movie not like I know what a Bumblebee is because I've seen him several times before. I know what Optimus Prime is, but I don't know what the rest of the Transformers are called. So it's like for me the opening really kind of serve. It doesn't really serve me in the same sense of like, oh, everyone loved it just because of what they believe that should be what a Transformers movie is. It's like, oh, it's there to explain that where Bumblebee and eventually will end up on Earth, just with Optimus Prime sending him on the Ark towards the planet. Like, it's a very good introduction point from that, but I also think, well, like a lot of people know about, people who've watched a ton of these like live action films. I think they know that like the reason why the Autobots decided to come to Earth in the first place. So you don't really need that introduction in the front, because you already know, like, oh, like for instance, the opening of Predator, like when it shows like the alien ship coming to the Earth. If it was something like that to start off with, like it would already tell the audience, is like, oh, that's Bumblebee. He's already arriving on Earth.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. So, yeah, but anyways, overall though, like that's just what I got going on when it comes to like that whole opening sequence. But trust me, the rest of the movie itself, it's pretty good. Despite I know despite everything I just like when I said like I don't have much to say, at least on top of my head. Maybe I should have written notes. Who knows about the rest of the movie? It's just man, it's such a refreshing change of pace compared to everything else. One thing I do want to mention is how was it? This movie, you could tell, unlike this movie has it has heart to it. And I don't mean just like, with the story, and like there's a lot of love and care going on behind this movie, production wise as well. Like they wouldn't go out of their way just to make everyone look like their G1 designs solely because that's what the people want, like for no reason. Like you gotta be, you gotta really care for what you're making to go, hey, you know what, people say these are the most recognizable designs, which is their original G1 designs, so let's just go with that. Like, if they didn't care about it, they would have just stuck with, the designs we got for the last movies as well. But no, they went out of their way to make, more G1 looking designs. And not only that, like, they went out of their way for make, Shatter and Dropkick are two Decepticon main villains of this movie, such unique designs. Like, in a sense, it almost feels like there's a similar amount of passion you could see kind of going on behind, I would say, like, the 2007 movie. And while it's not as on a large, grand scale as that movie, this is a much smaller scale movie, you could still say there's maybe, like, an equal amount of heart behind it. Real quick, go back to Shadow and Dropkick when it comes to like designs, like kind of similar to like 2007 movie, like the Decepticons. They have such like unique looking designs. The Seekers for the opening sequence, for the whole opening Cybertron scene, that's copy and paste, but ultimately that's just to save budget and stuff. And to be fair, that was the thing in the original G1 cartoon. The whole point was that all the Seekers for the Decepticons, they were made to look like Starscream, even though they hate his guts. Which I'll talk about it. I'll talk my thoughts on like secrets and stuff in another time. But I got thoughts on that. So like besides that, like everyone has like such unique designs. Like 2007, how like all the Decepticons, yes, they look like these weird monsters, but they look so unique. Like with different kind of personalities, like again, Starscream. He looks like in the 2007 movie. Yeah, he looks like a big Dorito. But at the end of the day, like you see, like oh, he's meant to be like, he keeps the same like overall silhouette of like his jet mode. That's so. Oh, he's the flyer. He's aerodynamic. Whoosh, wash, wee. Stuff like that. And here in the Bumblebee movie, you see like Shatter and Dropkick. Well, they don't really go that direction when it comes to the design. They still look unique. Shatter, if I remember correctly, she was actually a lot of her design was actually inspired by a Transformers character called Nightbird, which, funny enough, that same character I just said, Nightbird, is gonna be in the new Transformers movie Rise of the Beast with a completely new design, which is interesting. It's interesting when you think about it. Shatter kind of, in a sense, you could argue Shatter kind of looks more like Nightbird than Nightbird in Rise of the Beast. But, oh well. That's Rise of the Beast is going for a completely different thing, I guess. So, we'll talk about that next week. A Dropkick, he's got kind of like Blackout. He's got like a big helicopter rotor just sticking out of his back. Obviously that's to say, hey, he turns into a helicopter. But another thing also is that you show like they wanted to do more with this movie, is how they made it out of the way to make sure, hey, these robots, they're characters of themselves. Like Shatter and Dropkick, their dynamic is it's fun. Like Shatter's this conniving, scheming, evil lady, and then Dropkick's just this like a dumb guy who hangs around her, but then after time it's just like he just wants to kill everything. It's like Shatter, like she's living up to the Decepticon name. She's trying to lie to the human character, to Mr. John Cena, and then Jock is like, what are you doing? Let's just kill them. No, please, no. Okay, after we're done lying to them, then you can kill them. Oh, fine. Gosh, I hate you. You're not my mom. Like they go out of the way to make sure. Oh, they got personality. And you would think that's not really that big of a deal, but like compared to what we've been given, which is the last movie that came before this, the Decepticons, they never got that love. Like at least the Autobots, they got some kind of love here and there. I would argue that despite the flaws of Age of Extinction and Last Night, one thing pro I could say is that the Autobots definitely did get a lot more personality. You could argue for better or worse considering they're all just a bunch of assholes, but they got personality. But here, the Decepticons get the same amount of love when it comes to, we want the Decepticons also to be characters. And but I guess also we could talk about just also speaking of characters, we can also talk about the main guy himself. He's the star of the movie. It's named after him, Mr. the Bee of the Bumble. So Travis Knight. I want to talk real quick about Bumblebee's design when it comes to this movie. So Travis Knight is an animator first and foremost, and this is I'm going to tell you why his experience as an animator helped for the benefit of this movie. So originally, when this was considered like a prequel and all that, they were just going to straight up use just a modified model of Bumblebee from like the 2007 movie, just to have like Volkswagen Beetle parts just slapdashed on and call it a day. But Travis Knight, he actually when I was waiting to go, wait, what? No, redesign it. What? Redesign it. But we want, we want Bumblebee to have like a lot of personality. So we gotta like add like a bunch of like detail to make sure that no detail, simplify. And
We'll make him cute and cuddly, not a chain smoker.
Nick, I know you know this. Remind me, what was it that Travis Knight referenced again when it came to like Bumblebee's design? Like, round, smooth, simple, round.
Something called Kiki and Boba.
Yeah.
Basically, Kiki and Boba is just like something that is jagged is referred to as Kiki. And Boba is something that is round.
Yeah.
Like the tapioca ball they put in tea. Like the Boba tea.
Yeah.
It's referred to that way because of the round tapioca that goes in it. And so it's a design. Kiki and Boba is sort of just a design way of not only like constructing characters, but also just constructing like layouts. So it is a huge like design element.
But yeah, I remember there was like an interview that Travis Knight was talking about Bumblebee's design, and they were saying like how like Bumblebee, because he's like a more simpler, rounder design. He's more cute and cuddly. That's to emphasize, the nature of his character is he's friendly. He's the friend of the humans. Like if you had Bumblebee from the Chainsmoker from like 2007, you could say maybe he'll still be like a friend of humanity, but here like just from appearance alone you could tell right off the bat, yeah, this guy is the good guy. He's our hero. This is who we root for. He's the good guy. And Shadow Dropkick, while they kind of follow that like more like smoothed out sort of design that all the characters have in this movie. They get, unlike Bumblebee, like they're not as round. They got like stuff poking out of them. dropkick. He's got a big helicopter rotor just sticking out of his back. Shatter, she's got big sharp jet wings slapped onto her shoulders. Shatter, her face looks like a... Her face looks, with red, they have like red piercing eyes. And they're, like Bumblebee, his eyes are big, round, blue. Decepticons, sharp, beady red eyes that pierce through the dark. Like, it's like... I firmly believe that and yes, I'm gonna use this as my main example. Animators are the best people to handle Transformers. I mean, it was an animated property in the first place, but but anyways, but like Bumblebee, just design wise, like he's everything just screams this guy is cute, friendly, cuddly. He's our friend. We're gonna root for this guy. But also, but not only that, but like we talked a lot about Transformers, but at the end of the day, though, the main part of this movie is his relationship with the human characters. So our main human character is, Haley Steinfeld's character, Miss Charlie Watson, and pretty much the whole point of the movie is her getting to become friends with Bumblebee, and their misadventures and stuff. But it's more than just that. Our girl Haley Steinfeld's character Charlie, she has her own character going through, and it's a really fun, it's a really interesting character. Or she's basically, Bumblebee helps Charlie, deal with the loss of her father. Like it is through her friendship with Bumblebee that she develops that she's able to deal with the fact that her father is not there in her life anymore. He died of a heart attack, and it is because of Bumblebee she can learn to move on from that, from that trauma. You don't get those type of stories in, like, compared to everything we've seen from like the other Transformers movies. This type of like characterization, like the human stories, like idea of like getting over your like trauma and stuff, like that's just, whoa, that is like foreign compared to everything we've seen. Because at the end of the day, like this movie was going for something completely different than like the other movies. The Transformers live action movies, they were going for, spectacle. But in here, they wanted to do a more, personal story. Something, it's because it's going to be a smaller scale. Let's get a little more introspective than, just flashy explosions and stuff. So it's like, that's great. And I love that. And then the side cast, while there's not much going on with them compared to Haley Steinfeld's character, they're charming in their own way. What's his name? Memo? Yeah, Memo. Which, by the way, Nick, I'm gonna quote you when the scene where he gets shirtless. Bullshit! I do not believe you're a fucking nerd. Look how jacked you are. You look at Memo shirtless. You see he's got like a six-pack and all that. I was like, bullshit! You are not a nerd. No. You are not a nerd, boy. Look at that.
I revoke your nerd card. Hand it over.
Hand it over. Fun fact, actually, there was also another deleted scene from this movie where Memo was actually gonna reference GoBots. They're talking about like nature of Bumblebee, like as a Transformer. Like, what is Bumblebee? Like, is he like I don't know, like he's like an alien robot who like can turn into a car. So it's like a GoBot? Quick tangent. I'm still amazed that GoBots is canon to the MCU. Drax, no! I'm so sorry! The GoBots killed Drax's cousin!
Not. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
The skulls are fucking assholes.
They are.
What are you playing right now?
MGS5.
The skulls?
I have died so many times to these people.
Oh. I'm so sorry. No, it's like Memo. He's pretty cool. The Charlie's family, they got their own charm. Uncle Hank, despite how limited screen time he had, best family member. Don't argue. The virgin Ron and Sally versus the Chad Uncle Hank. The Ron was pretty cool, I guess. Otis is okay, I guess. He's there. Otis exists. There's other characters as well. Some human characters and stuff. I guess what's her name? The bully, the mean girl trio. Nick, what was her name? The blonde.
I think her name was Tina.
Tina, she's mean girl. Fuck her. But also, but let's not also forget, we also have another, big name when it comes to the human characters. We got Mr. John Cena from WWE making his presence known in Bumblebee. He is.
Judge, shouldn't we take into account their name is Decepticons?
They do make that whole joke. It's like they're literally called Decepticons. Doesn't raise any flags.
This man was speaking the truth and he was ignored.
Yeah. Quick thing about John Cena. I know people. We've openly said our opinions on John Cena when it comes to like his personal beliefs and stuff. But like, despite all that, John Cena's actually not that bad when it comes to acting.
John, like the politics side.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena's he's a very good actor.
You know what it is, because both John Cena and Dave Bautista, they played characters where pretty much they're not playing themselves in a sense. Well, maybe John Cena a little bit with some characters, but for the most part, they're playing characters. Compared to someone like, the Mr. Rock, a lot of times you see the people he plays in the movies, it's just The Rock.
It's just me, but I am now a police officer. It's The Rock, but now he's Army Man.
The Rock, but now he's a super villain.
Which is funny enough, kind of a conscious decision, because The Rock in general, every choice he picks is just something like that's safe and he guaranteed that will make money for him, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then I look at Dave Bautista and I think, he likes to be risky, and it works out for him because he has a lot of roles like 2049 and in Dune, where it's like he can flex his creative muscle. Hell, he was the best part of Spectre.
Wait, he was in Spectre?
Yes.
Really? Who was he in Spectre?
Yes. He was Mr. Hinks.
What? Hold on, I'm looking this up right now. Amelia, it's been a while since I've seen Spectre. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of James Bond movie after Skyfall, I didn't really pay too much attention to them. When it came to Daniel Craig, oh my gosh, there he is. Wow. Okay. And also like Dave Bautista, like some of those roles, yes, he is playing like the big, burly man, with the muscles, but he's still not, playing just simply himself. You don't see Mr. Rock, being in Blade Runner 2049. So, and same thing with John Cena. Like, a lot of his roles so far is not just him just being himself. Unlike, The Rock. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much
It's
about.
a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Oh.
He said the thing.
Is that the thing?
Says the thing.
He said it. He said it.
A weapon surpass Metal Gear.
So that's why the movie's called. So that's why the movie's called that. I must be Lois. I must become Superman 4. But anyways, but back to Bumblebee. Like Mr. John Cena. He's there. He plays the military dude, part of Sector 7. That's another thing that's like carries out from like the idea of this being a prequel. Sector 7 is involved, but like as far as he knows, this is like a new Sector 7, different from the one that John Turturro was in. Funny enough, Seymour Simmons does make a cameo in this movie, and I refuse to believe that whoever the kid's actor's name was is gonna grow up into John Turturro. No way. I don't see it. You're telling me he's gonna become John Turturro? Bullshit. That's how you know this is a reboot, not a prequel. You can't see that kid becoming John Turturro.
That kid. Don't believe him.
I don't believe him. Yeah, I don't see that kid, driving a Chevy Trax. I think I don't know. Whatever Skizz turned into. All shouting, "One man, alone, betrayed by the country he loves." I don't see that kid going to the top of the Great Pyramid of Giza, staring at the crotch of a robot, going, "I am directly below the enemy scrotum."
Yeah, you don't see that kid. You don't see like going to an underground Russian bar and trying to enter by saying "Dos Vidania."
That means goodbye. Dos Vidania means goodbye. So yeah, so there's that and all that. They're fine. They're fine. They're not being anything special. Like I will say this. Like besides Charlie, all the human characters, they're not trying to be anything special. Like. I would argue that is one thing you could always say about when it comes to Michael Bay, when it comes to his Transformers movies. All the human characters, they all have some eccentricity going on behind them. Like one character is not going to be the same as the other. Like whether it being like Marky Mark just being a complete asshole, or is Shia LaBeouf, just having a mental freak out every like 5 seconds.
It definitely works into this movie's favor, because like a lot of the characters, because they're very simple, there's not a gimmick you can hang on them. They're all just like they're all recognizable just for what they contribute to the movie as a whole. Like Dr. Powell, it's like he's mad with this idea of, oh, I am gonna be, this is gonna make me famous, or these aliens are sharing their technology with us. This is truly a step forward for humanity. It's like you realize,
the aliens are creating the internet for us. Amazing.
And it's Jack Burns, of course, he's he's not like someone who he hates Bumblebee because Bumblebee killed his father. But it's just like, he's a Sector 7 agent. He handles extraterrestrial threats, and so he becomes he becomes like the good guy within this military group that we can identify with.
Yeah, and to be fair, Bumblebee did, Bumblebee's fight with Blitzwing did, we don't see it, but you know, I think it's pretty much implied. You know, oh, that whole fight kind of, you know, did kind of, at the very least, injure severely a lot of his friends there. So it's like he's John Cena's character. He's reasonably kind of, you know, like, God, you know, like he's a little reasonably angry because you know, hey, your whole squad just got, as far as you know, killed by a giant alien robot. Well, what gives? I don't trust these guys. So you know, but besides that, like, there's not really much going on behind him. Like, again, no one, like, so you know, some of these characters they have quirks here and there, but like no one is as, you know, no one's eccentric. Like you're not gonna get Bobby Flay, you know, Bobby B from, you know, 2007 and going, that's my mammy over there, Charlie. Hey, mammy! Oh, don't be like that. If I don't rock, I'll bust your head open, bitch. And she doesn't. She can't hear me. You know what I mean?
The film works great because it's Charlie and B. You know, they're the ones we are focusing mostly on. And it works in its favor too because we don't have to have lore dumps and we don't have to have MacGuffin chasing. So the entire movie can just be, Charlie and B, what do you call it? Like B trying to get back his memory, and Charlie having to, you know, like having to get over the death of her father.
Yeah.
And her, you know, Charlie's mother, you know, her Bobby Hill mother, telling her, you know, forget about your father. Here, have your cake.
Have your cake. So, yeah, it's just. But like, back in the day, the human characters, they work, and they work really well. And I think that's all that matters. Like, and like, based on like some of the reviews we've seen for Rise of the Beast, it seems that the human characters are also going to be a little not simple in the upcoming movie, not too, you know, special and all that. But you know, I think that's fair enough, because you don't need. Your Transformers movie doesn't need every character trying to think they're the main star of the movie. That's one thing you could say about the other Transformers, because everyone's so eccentric. It seems like it comes across, at least to me, like every character thinks they're the star of the movie, and they're always trying to one up one another. Like again, John Turturro. Maybe that's just the direction he was given. Like he's just crazy, but you love him. Of course, Shia LaBeouf. He's always screaming at the top of his lungs. Optimus! Or and then you got Marky Mark, who again, he just comes off as an asshole. Like, hey, Jerry, you get this big black ass over here. You'll be huffing and puffing. It's like, oh my gosh. But you don't need that for every Transformers movie. So, I think that's fine. I'm starting to lose my train of thought here. But basically, long story short, I think I don't think I'm really gonna recap much. I didn't really do much recapping of the movie, because at the end of the day, it is really just Charlie and Bumblebee hanging out, trying to, helping each other out. Charlie's helping Bumblebee not only, trying to remember who he is, but, also helping Bumblebee find a means of, being able to communicate, because, he can't talk anymore. And then meanwhile, Bumblebee is helping Charlie get over the grief of, losing her father to forces against her out of her control. So there's that. And at the end of the day, it ends with just Bumblebee ultimately leaving Charlie, but it is ultimately, for the better. As Charlie is able to let go of Bumblebee, in a sense, she's now able to let go also of her dad. And she's able to move on. Like, yes, the people you care for and love, they will eventually go away. But, that doesn't mean, it has to be sad, like you'll always remember them. Don't worry about it. And that's great. And then, and then you get a nice, and then after that you get a nice scene where again it's like it's a nice little fan service scene at the end of that too, where you see Bumblebee in his Camaro mode driving against a familiar looking truck. Oh my god, is that Optimus Prime? Optimus Prime in a G1 truck?
Optimus, you survive. I did. Now let's drive into the sunset together, B. Yeah!
Yeah! So, yeah, and then that happens, and then at the end, there's like a whole end credit scene where, Optimus and Bumblebee, and they're like, hey, Optimus like, hey, Bumblebee, good job. You kept Earth safe. Good job, man. I'm gonna be honest, Optimus, yeah? I didn't even know what I was doing half the time. Really? Yeah, I lost my memory. No kidding. Wow. Well, that's good job anyways, Bumblebee. Thanks. Who are you again? Uh-oh. and then you see more Autobots crashing down from the sky and all that, and then there we go. Movie ends. Happy ending. There we go. That's pretty much the Bumblebee movie. It's a simple, small-scale story compared to what we know, and it's the best one. It is the best live-action Transformers movie to date. I've said before, and we'll talk again. Take another shot. We'll talk about this more next week. But my opinions on Rise of the Beast have softened over time. I can't say the same for like Nick or not, especially Nick, but like for me, my opinions have softened over time, but I still don't think Rise of the Beast is gonna compare to what we got here in Bumblebee. Bumblebee is just, this is a special movie, to me at least. This was special. This was lovely. This is a wonderful, refreshing take after the complete dumpster fire that was Transformers The Last Night. And while I'm still optimistically cautious about Rise of the Beast, I can say I am somewhat looking forward to see the direction of where Transformers goes in cinema from this point forward. Somewhat. Again, we'll talk about that. We'll talk more next week when it comes to Rise of the Beast. There's a lot to talk there. But other than that, so real quick before, I don't want to just call it here yet. Real quick, I want to say this. So we've been doing this whole thing about covering all the Transformers movies leading up to Rise of the Beast because, well, obviously, hey, let's see what came before so we know what we're getting into, or we can at least compare what we're gonna see with what we got. See if things improve or not. Who knows? At least we got some measure of standard to compare to. And again, even though I have some qualms about Rise of the Beast, I'm pretty sure nothing will ever hit rock bottom compared to Transformers The Last Night. You can't. There's only one way to go up from there. You can't. Unless for some reason Rise of the Beast somehow just out of nowhere finds a way to just absolutely shit the bed and decides, you know what? You know how Transformers Last Night hit rock bottom? We got a fucking power drill. Dig deeper. At least I hope not. Despite what Matchstick thinks.
What?
I'm just saying I'm somewhat looking forward to the new Transformers movie, despite you saying you hope it's the worst.
I didn't say I hope.
I know.
I mean, I don't really mind if it's the worst, but I don't mind if it's the best. Either way.
He said that specifically to annoy us, Changus.
Yes.
Alright. But, But also another thing that we want to do all these Transformers is was at least specifically not we want to talk about how these movies in their own ways somewhat impacted the industry. So I guess not. I want to ask you that now. It's like, since this was the goal we had in mind watching this movie, what do you think this movie specifically Bumblebee had an impact when it comes to like the movie industry?
Well, I think it just tells us like that there's never a guaranteed idea that things like this last. But one time Transformers was the top dog, and then over the time it just got replaced. Maybe by what Disney is doing, maybe something else, but like just the way they put it, like, it made money, but it didn't make the amount of money that we wanted to make. It kind of tells you that. It kind of tells you everything that people, considering like the air I get in my work, where it's like people are just excited to go see Rise of the Beast. It really tells me that. While Bumblebee itself was not like a watershed film, it was that film that I'm pretty sure like a lot of people got to see on home media, and it became that a wonderful treat that, and with the fact that like we had such a long time in between these two films, it gave, like, there's not going to be a Transformers mania like we seen back then, but at the very least it's like Transformers is coming back to the theater. Maybe this time permanently, maybe not. But like Bumblebee is just interesting because it served as something that just was made in a vacuum. Is like, I know they said that the initial idea for the film hadn't changed much from their 2015-2016 initial draft. But it really felt like even they inside felt the need for a change, even in like the earliest parts of like during Age of Extinction and The Last Night. It really felt like Dark of the Moon was supposed to be the end of the Bay movies, but then they just got extended over Bay's fear of his legacy. And so despite in short, despite not being the money bank it still rings true that some things were just destined to stick around.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I
could talk about season 2 of Transformers Animated.
Oh yeah, did you finish that? How was it?
It was pretty good. Again, it's kind of like the first season where it's like it's a really fun action show.
Yeah.
Don't have much to say about it. Aside from that, I like Bulkhead.
Nice.
I like Prowl.
Based.
I feel like the guy who voices Optimus would voice a good Cyclops.
David K.
David K.
Yeah.
Huh.
I could hear it.
Oh, okay.
Thing is, there's a chance he's possibly played Cyclops. Don't quote me on that, but it's David K's done a lot of things.
He's been in a lot of things. David K has also got quite a range too. Like he's Optimus Prime.
I mean, he was Trace in Gundam Wing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he is Trace in Gundam Wing, but also let's not. Of course, the most obvious thing compared to is not only was he Optimus.
He was Professor X,
Oh, yeah,
Mobile Man, and Apocalypse.
Yeah.
But not Cyclops.
Oh, Clank.
In Ratchet and Clank, yeah.
Yeah. He's got range, and then of course you got to compare that to his other standout role, which is Megatron. Yes.
Oh, he was Professor X in X-Men Evolution.
Ah.
And
Yes.
Apocalypse in that.
Yeah. Okay. I could hear that. Yeah.
He was Captain America, Nick Fury in Ultimate Alliance 2, Iron Man and Rise of the Imperfects, a whole bunch of other stuff.
He's been in a lot of things.
Not Cyclops though.
Ah, darn. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll change. Who knows?
Maybe a good choice, I think.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I kind of saw the twist with Sorry coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you're a robot.
Sorry.
sorry.
Believe it or not, it's actually gonna get a bit worse for her before it gets better.
Oh yeah.
As it should be.
As it should be. Yeah, it's gonna get worse for her.
I think it's gonna be worse for her because, like, the studio says, I heard that, like, the studio was like, we want more robots, less human. Fuck off. Send the girl in to the back of the bus.
Well, I mean, there was that, but there's also another thing that will happen to her in season 3.
Send her to the salt mines.
Send her to the salt. Send her to Detroit. We can't. She's already in Detroit. Damn it!
Send her to Super Detroit.
Super Detroit. It turns out there's just 2 Detroits. It's just the Detroit we're seeing was just built next to the original Detroit, which is still a wasteland.
They have to put a force field around it just to contain its injury.
I know.
And it's like Judge Dredd with the judges that people are exiled into it. Where they have a massive gate where it opens up and like, hey, I forgot my Walkman, and they just close it on close it, and they're like, fuck.
Yeah. What was that? Oh yeah, what you think about the twist with Shockwave? Ashley?
Alright.
Alright.
It's not really highlighted. It's not like an important, like, big plot twist, It's kind of more nonchalant. So it's like, oh, the spy's a spy. That makes sense.
The spy is a double spy.
Poor Waspinner was framed.
I thought you were going to sleep, Ninjato.
No, shit, Ninjato's still here.
Really? Oh wait, it was Comet.
And Comet went to sleep.
Yeah, Comet went to bed. Dang, I didn't realize.
I'm enjoying my summers. Okay, I get to.
All right.
I've been playing.
All right.
Like we already talked about my opinion on like the Bay films. So.
Have you seen Bumblebee?
Oh yeah, shit. You're.
Yes, I've seen Bumblebee.
You
of
both.
course I've.
Sorry, but
Of course I've seen Bumblebee.
I have not seen a single Transformers movie.
You guys shown him Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is true.
And it's a very good film.
It is. All right.
It's a very good film, and while I disagree on the last night, it's like honestly, I think like it's like when you get exposed to the same type of thing, it's like you're trying to look for anything new when it comes to the same old techniques from every Babe film that why they are bad. You're trying to find a few the smidges of things to make them each one unique. And when most of the films are not that, I mean, when Last Sunday is not that, it's just that, oh, we're just the same old.
Oh, I liked Blur better when he was a blue car.
You don't like him?
I mean, I don't dislike him, but I liked him better when he was kind of the cool car.
You don't like
racing
him?
Bumbly.
You don't like him?
He comes up and you're like, man, you are not nearly as cool as your first impression.
Oh, that's a shame. Because every transformer,
you're not really cool. You're just annoying.
I mean, he's not annoying. He's like, yeah, okay, it's just different.
That's G1 Blur for you, just in animated.
Man, he's a.
Who's Blur's voice actor again, Nick?
Fuck. The guy who voiced Blur is John Mashita.
John Mashita.
He sounds black. Like a black. Really?
He sounds black.
Sounds like a racist stereotype.
He sounds like a black nerd.
He's not though.
He's the actual fastest speaker. I think the current fastest speaker world record. They didn't speed up his voice. That's him talking.
I believe that.
Yeah, he's that's just Blur's voice actor from the original G1 cartoon too. They just got him back and they just said, "Hey, just do the same thing you did back there for this." Like, okay. Yeah.
Wait, is he the guy with the? Is he like the bald guy with the mustache?
Probably.
I remember seeing a video with him.
Was he speed singing through Bad by Michael Jackson? Yes, that's him.
Yeah, that's
okay.
him.
For some reason, he sounded black.
Let me compare. He's singing a Michael Jackson song, so.
No. In the G1, for some reason, he sounded like a black nerd. In animated.
I have never heard that before. Okay. I've never heard someone say Blur sounds like a black nerd. Okay. Alright.
Well, he does.
I don't hear it, but alright. Hey, I'm more power to you, man. More power to you.
Hi, Omega Supreme.
Omega
Supreme.
He'll come back.
I believe you. Is he gonna disappear as faster than Blur?
Well, Blur's gonna come back in season 3.
Yeah, didn't stick around for very long.
No, he's not gonna stick around for very long. That I can say. Yeah, he's not gonna stick around.
What do you think I should watch after animated?
Beast Wars. I'm biased, but yeah.
Beast Wars. I don't care what people say. Oh man, you know the CG's dated. There's a charm to it. Plus, you get to see Megatron literally lose the fight of the week to Rhinox farting. Always remember that. Megatron lost to Rhinox farting.
Is there anything shorter I could watch?
Shorter?
Because it's like 52 episodes.
For Transformers? Not really. All Transformers shows are fairly your like standard like 50-something episodes.
Okay.
I guess maybe you could give Cyberverse a shot. They're much short. They have like a lot of episodes, but they're much shorter because they're like 11
literally half.
Yeah, each episode's like 11 minutes, so I guess you could maybe check out Cyberverse, and it's on YouTube too.
I would recommend starting with season 2 though.
I would say it's okay to start with season 1, but season
it's just very. Season 2 is definitely where I would have everyone like go in, like if they really want it. Because the thing is, season 1's a bit of a very slow.
Yeah.
Hey, not.
What?
You there?
Yeah.
You know in the Metal Gear Solid, you have the helicopter with all the photos and shit like that?
Yeah.
You put one of fucking Huey in it.
Well, at this point, in time, like Venom's Inc. has a, Venom's Inc. Is very indifferent to Huey. It's like, oh, we had good times together. I don't know if you really betrayed us, but like.
Okay. I understand.
We'll find out.
I'm still mad about it though. We should not have a fucking photograph up here.
That is true, but
all my homies hate Huey.
But like, I think he just wants to remember the good old days, back when we had a Metal Gear, and Cypher wasn't trying to kill us.
Cypher was trying to kill him. Alright. Anyways, we've been going for like almost 4 hours now, and pretty much everyone left. Oh, okay. I guess people didn't like Bumblebee. Alright. Well, that's your loss, people. Oh well. Either way, go check it out, Bumblebee. Alright. So
Alright, I'm gonna head to bed.
Alright. Have a good night, Anjano.
Have a good night.
Alright, so I guess with that said, then we'll call it here. So I don't need you anymore, royalty-free. Jazz, come here. Fuck you, Jazz. We don't need you. Except in Transformers. We need Jazz back. That's one thing I want to say. We need Jazz back. Give him back. I want Jazz again. I don't care if he's just...
I'm sorry, the police robot has beaten him to death.
I know.
I think that fucking happened.
I know.
To use a phrase from Jay Longbone, Jazz just got through being beaten senseless by the police.
Alright. So with that said, then we're gonna be calling it here. Tomorrow is Sonic Sunday, so that means we will be continuing to read our adventures in IDW Sonic. And Nick, please be here. This was your idea.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let that go, man. It was your idea, and you're like
I literally just lost track of time.
You're like 12 minutes late. I'm like, where is he?
I literally lost track of time.
Alright. Alright.
I was ready for it too. I just ended
Oh my
up
gosh.
doing something that caused me to like. Wait, what's that? Oh shit!
I'm not gonna lie. You should probably set an alarm then, because like I was like I remember I was like DMing it like 5 times. Like, Nick, where are you? Come on. What's going on? Where is he? Where is he? Alright. You better be there. Oh my gosh, Chelsea, don't threaten Nick. Calm down.
This is Chelsea. I'm willing to take a gamble on her threats. They're either she's gonna throw a stuffed animal at me or she's gonna stab me.
Nick is the tat that went to go get milk and never came back, anime guy. Oh my god, real quick before we call the stream, I want to mention I forgot what meme it was. I think you showed me. It was like the guy he's beating like the guy is like you versus your stepdad, and then almost it was a transform thing. It was like Sentinel beating Optimus like you versus your stepdad, and then Megatron comes in. It's just labeled your real dad who came back from the milk store.
I love that one.
Not gonna lie, that move's kind of funny because I feel like it implies that the dad's only there because no, only the biological dad, has to be the one to beat the son. Because it's Megatron.
The stepdad comes in with a belt to fight to fight the actual dad with I don't know, whatever the actual dad would use as a weapon.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe
a paddle.
Yeah, paddle. The belt versus paddle. Let's see who shall win. So,
a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Alright. But anyway, so we're gonna so tomorrow Sonic Sunday, and then we'll figure out like next week's schedule and stuff of when we get to that. Alright, so with that said then, thank you everyone who came, and we'll see you all next time. Good night.